because the Orions are in the beta, right, or alpha?
They're in the beta. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Beta males.
Beta males.
So you're not that far from from Earth, really. Not like you're not as far from Earth as Deep Space Nine is.
Yeah.
What?
Alright.
Oh.
Anyway, just give me a
Absolutely.
second so I can pull up the fucking rules of acquisition.
Alright, everyone get your shit together. Elm, open up the fucking book you have to How to Be a Spy.
How
for
to be a
Government.
Cardassian. Yeah. Proper interrogation techniques of the Obsidian Hand or the Obsidian Order.
Rule number 1: don't tell the people you're around that you are a Cardassian.
What?
Spy.
No. What did Elam actually do with? Who was the dude? All right, so they were going to attack. It was the episode that they were going to attack the founders, and he takes Elam back, and he's like, what did this? He goes, you just stared at him for 3 hours, and he said everything. He didn't even lift a finger.
I love
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Rule number 2: don't tell people you're a Kardashian.
True.
What would you
Rule
tell
number
them?
3: if they say you're a Kardashian, tell them that they are delirious.
Extremely true.
How many lights are there?
There are 3 lines.
Uh,
If you keep asking me how many lights there are, I'll continue to count them down.
I'll just continue counting
I
them
gotta
down.
like I know the references, but like I gotta actually understand the references and watch that episode so I know what you mean.
It
Yeah.
doesn't even
Or so
matter.
guys, I think, we should all watch
You should be
TNG and
careful
I
because,
tr-
like, I rotted Christian from the inside out. He's
Yeah.
a
He's
hollow person
addicted.
just
Yeah.
full
He's
of Star Trek
addicted.
now.
It's insane how much he's addicted to
I
Star
gave him
Trek.
the fucking mummy curse. I like touched his face and just whispered Kirk, and then immediately all he wants to do now is talk about Star Trek.
Come on,
and
if you're
get-
gonna say you give him the mummy curse, at least give him the dignity if you give him the salt mummy curse.
You gave him
Yeah.
that first shot. You gave him that first shot of heroin. That's
I
all he
did.
needs.
you don't think about this, right? So yes, the only reason I started to watch Star Trek was because you wanted to be in this campaign, right?
You want to know what else is sad, CJ? Is Itchy would have watched Star Trek by now if it was an
If you
anime.
watch it with us. If you what?
If it was an
It
anime.
was an anime.
Why? Because
Lizards would have
wanna
forced you to watch it already.
I don't know if lizards would like the fucking.
I don't know if
If
she's
there
a
was
space
an
fan.
anime-
Yeah, she's
if
a
there was
weirdo.
an
She's a picky
anime-
weirdo.
It is an anime.
It
What
is,
are you
it really
talking
is
an
about?
anime.
It's a live action.
It
anime.
is.
If there was an actual Star Trek anime, lizards would hate it.
Does she
The
not like
first one,
space?
right?
It's not that she doesn't like space. There's one we're watching right now that's about space, kind of.
I think if she's alright with space, I really do think she'd enjoy it. I'm just saying.
Or so what I'm telling you, right? So Star Trek, alright, is the Netflix adaptation of an anime called Star Trek: The Animated Series, dubbed in
actually
Japanese.
Shout out to Cowboy Bebop already being 100% cancelled.
Oh, really? They stopped the live action thing?
Immediately it's been cancelled.
Why?
Because, like, I don't know. You see
Bang.
the ad for it? You see the Did you see the ad for
I
it?
didn't even watch
Yeah.
anything about it, to be honest. I was just I had
Did they
no
actually
interest.
make one and release it?
I think there's 2
Yeah,
seasons,
on
right? Or
Wait.
Oh.
One season on Netflix right now.
Oh, okay, so it's gonna be a live action series. that
yeah,
died.
a
It
live
wasn't a
action
movie.
adaptation. All right.
Yeah, it had like what is it? Fucking like 10, 12
random,
hours
like,
worth of content already made.
Sorry, the dude didn't even look like the guy from Cowboy Bebop. Like the character, I'm like, that's Cowboy Bebop. That looks like fucking Squid Games.
No, he was all right. I've heard most of the performances are good. It's just the adaptation itself.
Yeah, the
was
fact
fucking
that
terrible.
you are, yeah.
I mean,
Also-
it's fucking Cowboy
those poor
Bebop. Like, what the fuck do you expect's gonna happen?
And also Elm and Itchy, you know this, right? But yes, have you heard about the new Star Trek game that's gonna come out in 2020?
I told you about it because Itchy told me about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Star
2021.
Trek game called Star Trek Resurgence, which is
That's the
about
one.
it's gonna be sort of like a telltale game with
I
Spock
told
in it.
Elm about it. I was like, look it up in a couple days. He was like, I'm not seeing
Yeah.
anything for this. I'm like,
Or
look it
I-
up in a couple
or
days.
you- and you know,
It's probably
Elm
Oh
told
announced.
my fucking
And-
god! They've got
And Elm told me. And
I
I
thought
told
first,
you,
Leonard
you
Nimoy's face stretched over a fucking skeleton in this game. Is there no respect?
Oh, wait till you see the old Spock. Wait till you see old Spock.
Is there no fucking respect?
Listen, they're
Old
immortalizing him out of respect, alright?
Jerk off notion, immortalizing him, turning him into a fucking
I'm gonna
paycheck.
play the game, alright?
You want to know, seriously, CJ, is what I told Christian too, because Christian was telling me about it. I just wish people gave more of a fucking flying fuck in a sense. Because, like, alright, tell me you're making this Telltale version of Star Trek, right? But, like, fucking give me some fucking meat and potatoes with it. You know
Is
what I'm
it
saying?
Telltale?
No,
I thought there was gameplay.
it's not like Telltale, but like what Christian was saying is it's gonna be like a
Story.
Telltale. Like,
Or actually, it's basically like sort of like Detroit Become Human.
All right.
Or, you know,
Oh.
Heavy Rain.
Well, but-
since you
No,
control,
please,
kinda
no,
gameplay.
oh, no!
That was a good
since you
game.
control two people.
I did like Detroit Become Human. I'm sorry, CJ, but seriously
I
though,
love how we ruined it.
Well, all
I
I'm
love
saying-
how we
just for Star Trek, and you're coming out with this game that's like quotations Detroit Become Human. When I say give me some meat and potatoes, fucking let me make my own main character. Let me like
No,
hire the people
no.
who are in my ship doing this shit. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
not gonna happen.
I know, but like,
That's not
just
gonna
give it
happen.
to
That
me.
changes the type of game it is, though.
You
Because
look
they
more
want to tell a
lovely,
really
bud.
high quality story, and if you allow them to pick, it would make it into Fallout 4. It just waters down the quality because it's like, all right, we'll take. these
No,
modular
I don't want it to water down the
pieces together
quality.
and
I
see
want
how
to
it
care
goes.
about what the fuck I'm doing. I want to get the trill scientist or
So,
whatever.
anyways, Elmer,
What?
right? Or Elmer, right? We know that you are a New Yorker, right? Bitch.
Yeah.
The fucking.
start?
The two buttons that hang next to her head with disobey or follow orders is just like, I'm
Fallout
not gonna like
4.
this game even a little
It's
bit.
Fallout 4. It's
I'm not even gonna enjoy this even a little bit.
Well, I sent Itchy the list too because I was like, I can't find it anywhere right now. But I can't. I couldn't find it. I didn't look anymore. But I might be wrong. But I think Star Trek is the one series that has the most game adaptations made after it. And if you
oh yeah.
look up the list of literal Star Trek games, it is insane.
Did you see what I sent you, Elm? I was like, oh hey yeah. Then I was like, oh never mind.
Yeah,
You said,
that's
what
why
gave
do you
you
think I
grade
didn't say
on it. And I'm
anything
like,
to
"Alright,
it? You
never
know what I'm
mind."
saying? I woke up and I was.
Anyways, can we start soon? Can we
Yeah,
start soon?
sorry.
Relax.
Alright.
They're having a conversation. I know you're excited. Relax.
I'm sorry. No, we'll just breathe. Let me light this joint back up.
Wait, I'm rolling my joint, okay? Joints out. Joints out for
And I am
Harambe.
opening my can.
Dude, I have smoked since last I got more. I have smoked probably like an ounce, maybe.
I can't help it, dude. I like joints. Like,
Joints, yeah. I like the first day that I got more. I was just rolling a bunch of joints, and Lizards was like, "No, that's way too much," and it went through the like. She was right. It goes through weed.
it does
way
go
too-
through it. My problem with joints is like, all right, so it's already good weed, and I'm always like, society always got me stressing. But besides that, like, when I roll up a joint, like, even if I go Itchy style, and I'm sure he doesn't even do this anymore, but the joint will go out halfway, and I'm still excited to light it back up. But the reason I really love a joint is I'm sitting here enjoying my cannabis, but then when I'm done smoking it, I'm actually fucking as high as I'm trying to get when I'm, like, packing a bong or something. I pack a bong, I'm start, like, hicking the top of my fucking roof of my mouth or something, because I'm fucking sucking my bong's dick for so long.
Yeah.
I'd rather just hang a joint out my mouth and breathe.
Dude, I was like, I was playing Rocket League, and I was smoking a joint the whole time, and I was like, damn, that did not stop me at all.
It's
Like,
so
you
nice, too. You just
hold it in
get
your
to sit
mouth,
there and
just keep
smoke.
breathing in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd forget you're smoking at some point. You just think you're breathing regular air.
You just feel like a hard-working sailor.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's honestly why I love joints too, because I'll just get up and do shit, you know? Well, gotta take the dogs out and do some dishes or whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
In the future, I'm gonna develop a...
I want to buy a fucking pack of cigarettes that's all joints and just smoke one pack a day.
No, I'm gonna...
That's so much to ask for.
I'm gonna hook up like a Blade Runner fucking backpack or chest piece or something that's just a dry herb vaporizer with a mask on your face, like a medical mask, and it just keeps
Oh, God.
dropping and inserting new
Yeah,
buds
yeah.
and shit.
Yes. Oh my god. An automatic. My dry herb vape was good, but I just hate like you You know, you run it a couple of times, and then you got to clear it out and put new stuff.
There's a Rochester City ends now for like just weed smokers around here, you know, dirty weed smokers. But they did the little poll. There's not many people in there, but I was very surprised with how many people around Rochester actually prefer a dry herb vape pen.
You know, people that vape, you know, are more likely to get testicle issues.
Who vape?
Listen, so no, the dry herb vapes are literally like it gets you higher than just regular smoking plant. But it's just for real better for your lungs. It's way better.
Yeah, and what we're saying, Christian, with vaping is imagine a herb inside of a box, like an oven, and just heating up a little bit. It's not
But
actually
no
like
fire.
Elmer, right?
Huh.
But so Elmer, right?
Alright.
First of all, right?
Okay.
I'm Norwegian, right? So do you think I know what the differences between smoking and vaping is?
I would hope.
I
I
don't think
mean,
you've ever seen a butt of weed in your life.
well,
have you?
hopefully he's seen something ablaze before.
Have you ever actually seen weed, like in
Nope.
person? Damn,
Nope.
that's amazing to me. Like, I've seen heroin and cocaine in person, and some people have never seen weed in their lives.
Well, first of all, alright. Or so, you know, I live in a white place, alright?
We did too.
Me too. Me too. Holly is full of white trash people who do crack.
I was gonna say
Yeah, but
crack.
remember, right? So
Crack.
we are the kind of, you know that.
All right, now we're divulging. We really are. I'm sure Itchy has his
Yeah,
joint
okay,
ready.
okay. My joint is ready. I'm gonna light.
We can talk about crack anytime.
Anytime.
Yeah, or we could try to talk, or we could try, yeah, making it a Star Trek metaphor.
I don't want to put crack in Star Trek, please.
Let's play that fucking horrible game they played in TNG with the fucking
Poker?
visors over the face. And Wesley comes back
Oh,
and finds all of his like parental figures are addicted to space gambling.
What the fuck?
Or the fucking
That's hilarious.
thing from fucking, you know, from DS9, you know, where they get into that
Stop
fucking.
bringing up fucking On Your Way Home or whatever the fuck it was called.
You know the game they play, that child game.
I literally just said
That's good.
Stop bringing
That's
this up.
That's basically. Star
Move
Trek
along
when you think
home!
about it.
Move along to this fucking session, fellas. What happened last time?
Last time on Star Canoes, we broke BJ's leg and put him into
Well.
the fucking holosuite to try to get him rehabilitated with a holographic big band singer. Sorry.
Nope. Sorry, that's a different small Ferengi child.
So, I dressed up as the Rail and intimidated random people and got him a sponsor. Oh fuck! Did I put the money in my inventory? That's the real question.
If you didn't, it's gone forever.
Oh.
Yeah. So and also me and Elm, we decided this
Yes, I
fucking excellent piece of art, you know,
Before we get to the
Called-
art, all right, he dressed up as the rail. We,
called the BJ's. No, I'm talking about the technology while we were robbing. the
oh,
bank.
all right. Then, yeah, I was gonna say we gotta
We
cover the
created
name.
a fucking. We created a. We created a BJ Sucker Part 1.
We made the Rail go kill a guy.
It's true.
Ferengi Goldclaw.
Yeah.
We
The guy who was like, that was probably supposed to be a huge plot point too. It's like, you got to go to the bank and figure out how to do this. And I'm like, all right, the Rail, you want to do this? He's like, yes.
It wasn't huge, but you asked him, and he had all the rights to be like, "Yeah, right." So fucking, you solved the problem in a non-standard way.
I
Then
love
we
it.
and then we made a little spider that sucked all of the Latin out of the bars.
Yeah, but then Boomer and Mulligan and Remote. Well, the two of them that survived. Which one died? It was
remote died.
Remote.
Remote. Or so could you get like 2 seconds
Remote
or so
died, but
as
you
the
told us
remote.
all that Boomer died.
I forgot which one it was.
Yeah,
Just
no, because
said
you're
the
a
wrong
racist
name,
android.
Yep.
Alright, that was the moment of
Oh,
silence.
This
We pick it up where we left off on
session of Star Canoes is dedicated to those brave Eva Hive fighters.
Whichever one of them are still alive.
Godspeed.
Who knows?
But yeah, so then we made our way as the bank was going to get robbed. He dressed up as the Rail, and we made Clank Bunderson dressed up as the Rail to gain sponsorship, which he did after an amazing show that Elam and BJ put on by going through the servants' entrance and coming out to do a live performance.
I just
Stars.
love. Sorry, go ahead.
It's starting off with started off with saying a bunch of racist slurs.
Yeah, BJ just
You know xenophobia, homophobia, all that. And then immediately starting off with the fucking Skrillex song.
and then going into Bangarang.
Just imagine some guy comes out, says something totally gross and insensitive, and then puts on the best show you've ever seen in your life. It brings you to tears. So much so that the owner of this place, fucking Hubrix, came and he was like, "Look, that was so good. People are gonna be talking about this party for years. All right, we're gonna hold back maybe a little on the race."
These things happen
It
every
just
day.
went from the worst thing ever, like, to absolutely perfect. Like, he
Because
just
it,
did so
it
well.
went, it went, gradually, better, So first it was this awful fucking introduction, and then you had the Skrillex concert, then you had a 40-minute fucking bagpipe solo with Beatles dance.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that I played a bagpipe space saxophone for 40 straight minutes.
Yeah, and he was dancing his heart
Yeah,
out
the
entire
whole
time.
fucking time. That SpongeBob dance that he posted.
Yeah.
Ah, that was
And
amazing.
then it ended with the most beautiful fucking rock ballad, power ballad.
Yeah, everyone had their lighters up or their
Yeah.
tricorders or whatever.
Space lighters.
Synth lighters.
Just fucking God gave rock and roll to you.
We synthesized
Oh,
lighters for
he-
him and threw him into the crowd. No, that part didn't happen, but
He was playing Dave Matthews Band.
no. All right. Anyways, and then we wound back up on the ship. I think we were exhausted. I forget what the fuck we even did on the ship, but we just ended up passing out.
Oh, we ended on like a bombshell. There was something huge that happened. There was some real mystery, and then it ended, right, CJ?
No.
No,
No,
it just
if I remember
ended.
correctly, you guys retired for the evening and relaxed and wound down, and
You
yeah,
left us
you
on a
just-
cliffhanger.
Well, the cliffhanger was we were going to sleep to get ready the race.
Yeah. And also, I would just like to point out the song name is Home is
wait.
Where the Heart.
So I just wake up. It's 2 a.m.
You don't wake up.
Everyone's-
You've been sitting there the whole
I've
time. You're an
been sitting there,
android.
Right. I say, wait a second, loudly. I'm just yelling this. Wait a second. We didn't do that thing for his cousins.
Well, unfortunately, you don't have any time to do that thing for his cousins right now because the station is under the closest thing that exists to martial law right now. Hubix has ordered that all visitors are meant to go back to their ships and stay aboard, and that all streets are to be emptied on the rookery so that he and his people can sort of go over the effects of the devastating Eva Eye raid on the slave pen.
Wait, sorry,
I
I
call
was saying.
Hubris alone.
Wait, so Hubix made crime illegal?
Hubix has made crime illegal, and that is a bad thing because crime was legal on this.
Jesus
station.
Christ.
It really was.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But
Alone.
you know
I call him. Hubris?
some like fucking 1 second, I will get to it in just a moment, I promise.
No, I know. I'm sorry.
Some people have been locked into a studio still, so there's still like entertainment coming through most of the channels, and occasional news stories coming through. There are rumors that you guys have just picked up on through the general sort of communication channels. Apparently Hubix has been horribly punished by his patron Vessa, the current actual runner of this place, who you've not met yet. But aside from that, you guys have been just sort of like cooped up on the fucking, I can't believe we named it this, the Carotene number 1. You guys have been like just trapped aboard this little ship for a while, at least tonight. Itchy, you want to immediately contact Hubix when you hear about the martial law?
Yes, I would like to call him on the screen thing.
You see his face. His face appears. He's walking and talking. You can see he's like looking around as you sort of like. I'm assuming this is the night that it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's walking and talking and is like,
So,
yeah, what? Yeah,
As soon as I've been told that everything's under martial law and that we all have to go back to our ships, was that the night of it happening?
yeah. The pretty after like Elam and Bragg Jr. went to bed and they're sleeping, but about 3 a.m. in the morning is when the martial law order sort of went into effect.
What happened?
He's like, you see he's like walking with his like shoulder towards the camera. It's like someone's carrying it for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he sort of turns towards the sensor and is like, can't really talk about it right now. Is there something important that you need?
Well, is the race still on? I've been working all today. Yeah, I've been working all day to try and get the ship ready.
He gives you a smile. Yeah, sure. It just, it's probably going to be delayed for about three days. No,
3 days?
Nothing longer than that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everything's good with you. Good luck with it. I heard there was a pretty good performance.
Oh, yeah, the party. You can see he looks very tired and sort of like overstimmed as well. And he sort of like he pauses as he's like, oh yeah, and looks into like an enclosure, and he says, "Oh, they killed the fucking lion. Oh." And he sort of turns back to the like center. It's like, "Listen, could I talk to you again in a little while? I'm busy."
Absolutely. Good luck. And I hang up.
Love how he plants his alibi and stops. Working on the ship all day. How was the show? What's going on, bud? Missed
No
you.
idea what happened.
Missed you.
But yeah, so unless you want to reach out immediately to anybody else, you guys have 3 days aboard this ship.
Wait. I call. Can I play my memory back as a video?
Yeah, sure.
I call. What's her name? Kamala.
Imala, the
Imala.
daughter of Dagna.
Yes.
All right, you call her up on the old fucking space phone at 3 a.m. in the morning. There's a delay for a while there. You sort of like your hail keeps like coming up for a little while, and then finally there's just like a snarl voice and just pitch black on the other side of the line saying, "What?"
I silently open up my mouth and look upwards. Like I open my mouth real wide, and I start playing my memory, and I just show her Bragg Jr. dancing his fucking heart out for 40 minutes.
So there's like some sort of confused noises coming out of the fucking screen for like the first 5 minutes, and then absolute utter silence until the 40-minute mark ends and the playback like ceases, and then the line gets cut off immediately.
I go back to silently sitting until the morning. Yes, I've made all the phone calls I need to.
All right.
I wish.
So, somewhere a sun rises on a planet. It's not here, of course, because you're in deep space. But the
Deep space line.
Elam and Bragg, you both go through your general, sleep cycle.
I just wish Itchy was sitting here like Data, like justifying why he did these things. Like, it'll be more human of me if I contact her to show this hilarious video.
Why would I need to be human? I'm not human.
Well, that's it. That's what.
I'm glad not to be human.
That's what I'm saying. I wish that was.
I want to be one of you.
It would be really weird if I did this. Anyways, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna try to code one of my secret messages. But can I actually sit at this terminal and try to send out 2 Cardassian messages? What the fuck? Who the fuck? No, what is this? Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Shot? But I am going to sit. I'd like to sit at the terminal and send out two encoded messages, but I'd like to encode a different one of them differently. But I'd like to send out an old encoded message the same way I was, with false information that might let me, reverb the subspace signal to receive some of the Jesus Christ, why can't I fucking remember their names? Who are the terrible people in Star Trek? They're not Vulcans.
The Romulans.
The Romulan signal, to see if I can get any information from the Romulans that were picking up my prior signal that they were taking.
You know what? Fuck the Remans.
Well,
So
Remans suck.
You want to try and layer on two coded messages. You want one coded message to go to the Obsidian Hand, but you also want the other to be picked up by the Romulans.
But I still want it to be the exact way I already was sending it, and I want to make them two different messages. But obviously, I'm just gonna fill the Romulan one with just false information, and I want to see if there's anything I can do to be able to get a fix on their signature and try to be able to intercept any of their messages in the future.
All right, so this is going to be two roles, I think. So this first one's going to be a control plus engineering task, and it's going to be assisted by the ship's communications plus engineering, and it's going to have a difficulty of 2. This is to layer together, a secret sub message that you can hide in this embedded signal that you're trying to send out.
Yeah.
Let me get the ship to roll for it. Would you say it is again?
Communications plus engineering, and you get to roll 1 dice because the ship's assisting.
I got no focuses with this.
You've got deception, don't you?
No, composure, interrogation.
I am the one with deception.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, I don't have any focuses with it. Here I go. Oh wait, I have to have a task roll too. Should I just roll 1 more dice?
Yeah, just roll 1 more dice. So you put together a message and you send it out, and you're not sure if it was, it worked. You do hit enter and you send it out and you get the information out, and you're not sure if the Romulans will be smart enough to crack the encoding that you've put into this. And then you also want to try and see if you can try and identify where they're like intercepting you, or trying to understand where they're trying to get you, essentially.
I want to see if I can figure out how they're taking my messages, and then in return can then maybe intercept some of theirs. I'm not looking for any specific information. Just
give me a insight and security roll, and you can invoke your species trait for this as a focus. So this is going to
which ones? What's my species trait? How those are
You're a
two.
Cardassian.
Oh, all right.
That's an advantage, basically.
All right.
I know I'm not in the room, but could he through me connect to the ship and somehow make it easier for him?
I could ask them for help, but I'm also a Cardassian. I'm a
brain
piece of shit. I don't trust any of you.
He's trying to keep
All
this secret.
Task roll 2 or
Task roll 2, complication range 3.
I meant complex because I'm at 80. All right, and here we go. Oh.
Okay. So there's a couple of things that could be doing. They could be they know about the coded waves that you're using. They know about the level that the Obsidian Hand is using. Which, if that's true, that means the Obsidian Hand and the Tau Shiar are working together.
Exactly. Very disturbing.
Yeah, that means
Who
that
would have
they
thought?
are both openly informing one another of various plans and plots that they have going on right now, including you, which means that you might be an asset to the Romulans to tap. It's also possible that if ever you get sent a message back, you're currently carrying that computer that is meant to respond in certain ways when you enter a situation that the Obsidian Order has pre-programmed into it.
All right.
So it's possible that you may, at some point, when you get to the hive, it may kick in and tell you to ally with the Romulans.
Craziness.
It's hard to tell exactly. Alternatively, they could just, have a really good code breaker with them. Have an exceptionally good code breaker with them, who is monitoring all signals and able to pick out the information, the interesting information, and the uninteresting ones. And finally, as you're sitting there in the sort of like it's quite late in the evening, or
You realize
it's
you're not
very
that
early in
good
the
at
morning.
encrypting stuff.
It's very early in the morning, and you're sitting there, sort of like looking at the roof. You have a sinking feeling suddenly that it's also extremely possible that that was a bluff. That they just assumed that you were working for the Obsidian Order because you're a Cardassian on a secret mission, possibly. So it is any number of those is, possible
Alright.
and likely.
Alright.
Nice.
Anyways, is it my turn now?
Sure, yeah, what's Bragg doing this morning?
Or so Bragg, after
Well-
his wake, after when Bragg wakes up, he gets
Does
his
he jerk
special.
off? Does he wake up with a hard on?
Well, I mean, no, he does Umox, I suppose.
He
Well,
umox us when he wakes up.
Ferengis can't have hard-ons. They don't. That's not part of their reproductive cycle.
Wait, so how did they reproduce then?
Don't worry about it. Keep going.
Or so anyways,
Look
right?
up now.
So anyways, right? So he wakes up. He brushes he sharpens his fucking teeth with his platinum teeth sharpener. Hides his platinum bars under his bed. And goes out, looking all swaggery and all that,
I just
singing
by
a little
chance
bit.
check under his bed.
That's meta. I also like that was the fitted tiles actually.
You're very tiny.
Yeah, anyways, he goes to the central and says something really.
Oh no.
Racist?
Oh no.
Hello, Tin Man. My favorite Tin Man.
Hello, Scrotum Man. How are you?
Excuse me.
How are you?
You called me Scrotum Man.
You called me Tin Man. I'm not made of tin.
I mean, there's probably some tin in you.
I doubt it. Tin is a very low quality conductor. What would tin
Exactly.
be useful for in me?
I mean, exactly. Am I right?
Besides, I think I'm organic or something.
Yeah, sure you are.
You are
Anyways,
not.
I'm not. Sorry, my bad. I know I'm not.
I climb up my little chair.
Are you gonna see climb on my lap?
And then I roll my, and then I look directly in his eyes and say, I think we've forgotten something.
When's the race? Yeah, I think we forgot something too. I know exactly what it is as well. When's the race?
It's soon, right?
I'm pretty sure it's soon. That's why I'm asking you. I
Well,
called
I mean,
Elam on the
I mean-
calls. When's the
I mean-
race?
I mean, you're the one in the big chair, shouldn't you know?
I am in the big chair.
And you also got to
Oh wait,
what's
wait,
it
wait! I
called?
know when the race is. Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry, my bad. The race is gonna be postponed for about 3 days because of
Yes.
the
Since the
something
martial law and all
something
that.
happened. No idea. Elam,
Oh what? I was just behind this doorway minding my own business.
I want you to check the ship for any bugs, listening devices. Get it done.
Or so why don't you ask me, the engineer, to do that?
I
All right, Bragg, I want you to do that.
I call
But
Carotene
first,
out
before
to
that,
ask
alright?
him to do
Before we do that, alright? I think we forgot
Computer.
something.
Computer.
Weren't we supposed to do something for my Ferengi cousins?
Yeah, but we should have time to do that. But also, we're not really allowed to go outside.
I mean, they are technically Hubrix, right? He said we're not allowed to go outside our ship. Right?
What are you fucking talking about? I
mean,
don't
maybe
think they're gonna let us out of this shuttle bay.
Unless we could somehow, Never mind.
What?
Maybe
What is...
somehow, energize in their ships, Because I doubt they'll have the shields open.
I mean, they'll be in their ships, right?
Exactly.
I don't know. we've already got two, basically the two biggest competitors that we've had. Not really, because Q-Sig is still gonna do his fucking thing, I bet.
Yeah.
Q-Sig
anyways,
is tough.
anyways,
That's
do
the
we
only
have
one
any
we gotta worry about.
Do we have any weapons on this?
Computer?
Yes, Captain. I was standing patiently over here while you two had that insane little conversation, so I could answer Captain Sir Jack.
Whoa! Did you just call our conversation insane?
What? No, Captain. I would never do that. I'm running a full diagnostic, Captain. His eyes
But
go
I-
sort of like, his eyes go static, and he goes very stiff for a moment.
Alright, computer, go 10 seconds back to the conversation.
I
He
think
does
the
not
computer's
respond.
doing
He's
something.
currently running a swipe. Yep.
I'm gonna go and check on our other, visitor. I'll knock, I guess, to be polite. I don't know what's polite for these people, but
Give me
You
one
can call them
second.
people.
if they even are people.
Christ. Didn't know I was playing with so many races.
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Androids are the best. You're all just pets to me.
See if Fibrin, is feeling any better. See if he's trying to take over the ship.
If any of you die, I'll just get a new one.
Oops.
What is that?
I don't think.
Nothing, don't worry. Give me a second.
That's our ship about to self-destruct.
You guys, I don't know why. I'm asking you to do this because I'm just a little scared that maybe we're being bugged and listened in on, you know?
So Carotene sort of stands there, frozen in a little, frozen, and sort of like his eyes hissing slightly as his brain starts trying to run this diagnostic, and then after a few moments he shimmers and disappears.
Alright, that's...
I think the
don't
ship has a virus, fellas.
Oh god.
It might have been
All right,
from docking. when it was-
Bragg,
I
sitting
plug
at
into
the-
it.
Before
Or
you
so-
do, Bragg, sitting at the navigator station, you get a little notification saying that the hologram program is currently offline and will be for about let's see, it'll be about 36 hours. However, good news, diagnostics turned up no spying or any bugs like that throughout the thing. Apparently, the EVI salvagers went through with a fine-tooth comb and made sure that no one had crept aboard and hid anything.
Plug into the computer. I want to find out what happened.
Alright, you plug in.
Do I crash?
It's pretty easy to detect that there's some sort of fatal runtime error occurred in the computer air quotes because of the dignity part of its brain or its programming having to be suppressed so often. It made it slightly
I'm gonna
insulted
attempt to
you.
manually delete that. The dignity portion.
Are you okay?
Manually.
Alright.
Manually
Hell
just code
yeah.
that out. I'm gonna make a backup. I'm gonna make a
do this.
backup.
I'm gonna make a
Okay,
backup.
make a backup first. Give me a. This is gonna be a science plus reason check using. Let's see. Xenotechnology is a focus of yours. I will
Yeah.
allow it for this one.
Okay, hell yeah. I was
Complication
also
range 5.
application range 5. Okay.
And we're gonna use the computers, the ship's. I'll roll for you here. The computers, and security for this one for the
So
ship.
I'm task
complication
roll
range
2?
5. Task roll 2. Yep.
Okay. Alright, is there anything I can use here? I don't think there is.
Oh, we got a success from the computer.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's gone. You deleted it.
Hell yeah. Alright.
You've got a little bit of additional code as well, but that's nothing to worry about.
Alright. Guys, I got it. He'll be a lot better now.
It's gonna
Sweet.
recompile in 18 hours instead.
Right
Alright.
click, right?
when he comes back, this error shouldn't happen again. I've removed all the dignity from him. He shouldn't worry about his dignity anymore. I think this will be a welcome change, fellas. And I look over at Elam.
I wink at him, I just wink, smile, and thumbs up.
I also give a thumbs up, but I do it the wrong way, and I twist my arm around as many revolutions as I can.
All right, and then Elam, you step into the ready room, which has been repurposed into a Tiniad sort of room right now. A lot of the walls around here have been filled with native plants and fungi, and there's even a little rock formation and a very tasteful little water feature. The grub that used to be in the science bay down here has been relocated into this room with the machine keeping it alive, essentially.
All right.
And Ferdinand, what is his name again? Sorry,
Fiberon?
Fiberon?
Yeah, Fiberon seems a lot more comfortable in here now. He's appreciative of the sort of it's way smaller than his enclosure was. But that seems to be fine for him because he has a bit more freedom in here. He's tending to a little flock of you remember those krill that used to be all over the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, there seems to be little like clouds of them buzzing around like gnats in this environment, and occasionally he's like snatching a handful of them out of the air and just eating them. But he's also like watering these plants and putting out food for them.
Does he? When you say like he's eating them, does he have like a little like basically a crab mouth? Like he's got those little hands in front of his face that just kind of like swoop them in.
Yeah, right. You see that if you look at the picture of him, you see that like the bottom of the blue triangle on his mouth area.
Yeah.
That actually folds out into tiny little limbs that just like collect things out of the air and just push them into his mouth.
All right, yeah, perfect.
Like a little shrimp.
A little shrimp.
So I just walk in and I fling my hands out, like a regular Cardassian would. I hope everything is to your likings and up to a quality standard.
He sort of nods and says, yes, Carradine has been very helpful in making me feel at home. Where is he? You took him away.
We were going to ask him to run a few diagnostics, and it seemed it may have overburdened his system a bit. He'll be back up in no time.
Immediately, Fibrin sort of like starts rubbing together all four of his hands sort of semi-nervously and sort of looks up at you and says, oh, okay.
Is there anything I could help you with in the meantime? Fiberon, my good friend?
He looks from you to the lava that's been put in the jar. And sort of like looks back at you and says, could you wake the young one?
I can't hear this, can I?
No.
It's probably a good door.
You can't, but you could put your robotic ear next to it, Has Keratin not informed you about the disease that has befallen your people? I'll just ask.
He has, but I was cured of the disease, and there should be no more evidence of it on the ship.
Cured of the
At least
disease?
that's what me and Carotene... Yes, you cured me of it. You,
it was me.
Back.
I forgot how amazing I am.
His like little ears twitch in annoyance, you think, and his eyes sort of like blink once, but then he sort of just like shrugs it off and says, yes, could you wake the larva?
So this larva is this is the last, it was before this disease broke out, and if I bring it to life, I mean, we could make more antibodies and a cure and stuff, but wouldn't we be risking this thing just falling prey to the disease as well at some point randomly?
No, do you remember what the disease is?
It's like a radiation that rots them out, right?
Yeah, there's no antibodies for that.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Fucking subspace antibodies. I'm sorry, the Dermetrilian plate distributors. You know what I'm saying?
So it is a healthy specimen of Tiniads, which means that you could probably use it to repair broken genetic markers, which you know that Ferdinand has a few broken genetic pieces inside of him, which is why he's always going to look sort of bluey and strange rather than how the.
Yeah, I remember saying that we could possibly fix it in the future. Possibly, if we looked. So
Usually, yeah, but that's mostly like a cosmetic change. It won't change the actual underlying issues in his DNA at this point, unfortunately.
son of a bitch. Actually, we could wake him, but I may have to take a few samples before we do so, just as a control.
Can I come into the room, or is that meta?
It's I think the conversation's coming to a close, so it's all right. You probably learn about this later. But Fibrin gives a few twitches when you say you want to take samples, and sort of looks at the larvae in its glass enclosure, and sort of then shakes his head and says, "All right, do not wake it."
I'm also just gonna, I guess, express I would rather take care of this possibly at your home world within a medical facility, seeing as we can't leave this ship right now, if there even was still a functioning keratin facility aboard this abandoned station.
Regardless. Sort
Regardless.
of looks a little sour and says, there is one functional facility of this station still, and that's the self-destruct.
Oh,
And then he turns and goes back to tending to his little fungi in forest that he's building in here.
I just
Basically dismissing you without saying anything.
Yep, I fold my hands behind my back, take a look at the larva again questioningly, and then take my leave.
Right, what was Bragg saying to Clank while they were in there? Bragg, what were you saying to Clank while Eglum was in the office?
Yeah, oh, fuck, I don't remember. Yeah, fuck. They probably just talk. Yo, actually, yeah, I was gonna ask about. So Clank. So we probably should, investigate, the main computer stuff, here, and the main engines, Just to be honest.
Greg.
What?
I have an idea. I have a dream. Okay, we're gonna have to have a meeting for this, but that might not be a concern if we go with the plan I'm hatching up, Bragg.
And what plan are we hatching up?
Is Elam coming in now?
Sure, I walk through the door
fine.
whenever you want me to. When my cue is.
Yeah.
Okay, perfectly on cue. Yes, this is Star Trek after all.
It is. We're the heroes.
Always in the right place at precisely the right time. Boys, I have an idea. Sit down, Elam, please. Have a seat.
Here?
So,
Yeah.
sorry, I was about to human sneeze like a human does. I have a plan. So, now that we know there's no bugs here, for certain.
Well, actually, I replicated a few grubs a few days ago. Get it?
Replicate. Oh, he did.
Get
Fuck.
it? Get it? It's 8 bugs. You're
Two
all very
worms?
expected to
Settle down.
laugh now. Laugh now. It's me, BJ.
So I'm thinking, what if we just said, fuck the race?
Fuck you.
And what if we go and figure out more about this station? What about that help signal? I want you to check on that help me
I
signal.
just throw my hands up in the air like, oh, fuck the race now.
I've been working on the help signal all day, right? And still,
Is the help signal still there?
it's still help in the same sequence, in the same frequency. There's nothing that has changed.
Well, boys, I think we say fuck the race, fuck Hubix, and we should probably go meet Vesa.
Well,
and
actually,
figure out
That's
what the
how we
station-
meet her, is winning the race!
Oh fuck! That you're right. All right, let's do the race.
You're actually right. You're actually
we
right.
have-
Or cigars are right. My good.
I
good
inject
friend
myself with something, with one of the, you know what I'm saying? With one of the stim things. I'm still listening. I'm completely coherent. I'm just taking the edge off.
Go
Or
ahead.
assume.
Christian.
But so in we how are we supposed to win this race, right? We still got Games and OSAP, alright? I mean, they are indolent as always, but also, so we can probably win against them. But what about Mr. Cusick's friends?
I walk up and I kind of flick him. I flick towards his ear and I go, "No, this isn't a maybe. This isn't a maybe, BJ. You need to believe in yourself, just like the other night. Maybes don't win races. You're a racer. You were born a racer."
But the thing is that, alright, I don't have a
Fuck
positronic
the
brain
computers
brain and unlimited latinum, alright, like Cusick, right?
All right.
He does not
And
have
also-
a positronic brain. He is actually a fucking future man. He's a decade, okay? They're from the
Same
future.
stuff, alright?
They were
Same
humans,
fucking
And they
stuff,
fucking
alright?
went to the Borg. God damn it, Brad. It's not the same. We're very different.
Yeah, tell me that when you get assimilated by the Borg.
I'll assimilate your fucking mom. How about that? Anyways,
I will use teeth, you know. You fucking asshole.
what if we meet Vesa by force and perhaps,
No,
You know,
no,
kinda-
no, that's a
kinda-
stupid, awful idea. Because,
know,
I
kinda-
don't want to get banished from this station, alright?
man
This
from
is
the station,
this
dude,
is
if
like...
we kill Vesa, this will be our station. What do you mean?
Well, that's not what my diamond told me to do, alright?
Who? What do you think, Elam? What should we do?
I think
How can we win the race against that decay?
Kill him. We're gonna use this thing.
Maybe I can sneak up on him and plug into him.
if we maybe just try our hand at racing, which I don't want to even have done, but we have to meet this person. And you're talking about killing this person to take over some kind of barbarian outpost.
Okay. Let's just sleep every single day until the race. We could go and try and sabotage the ships, though. I mean, maybe we should, right?
Actually, I have an idea, right? I have an idea.
I just want to remind you guys of some things, alright? I'm just going to remind you guys of a
Okay.
couple of things,
Oh god.
just to help. Cubix has said that he's going to pull his driver back a bit. You don't know whether or not that was being truthful or not. That he said he was going to tell his driver Griffix to slow down. Rhinanov, who is of the Emerald Condor, the Romulan, has also said the same thing, that she is willing to concede the race to you guys so that she can get your help when it comes to taking over the hive. Ozap and Gaint have been convinced that you guys
They're
are
gonna
going
win.
to... yeah, you're basically going to give them the race. Cusig, you have something of Cusig's, do you remember?
We got the sword,
oh yes, we
yeah.
have his sword. That's right.
Right. But he's the only person who's not been convinced that some fixing is going to happen in this race right now. So his pilot Horizon is probably going to take the error balls to the wall.
Okay. Let me.
Well,
let's call Cusig.
don't the Ferengis, Christian's cousin, have like these dampeners that will slow him down regardless?
Yeah, they
Correct.
have.
You guys have the dampeners with you because you tried to convince the Romulans to...
They're not turned
Did
on, are
you-
they? Wait, are they
They are
just
not.
always on? Okay.
Did you convince the
anyways.
Romulans to do it for you? I don't think you did.
I don't think
No,
we
we
tried
did. We
to, and
failed. We
they-
tried to, and
yeah.
they're like, no.
No, thank you.
But my subordinates, I have an idea.
We're listening.
Alright, so... Where's a clanker, right?
Yes.
You need to get into that pretty little dress of you, so you can, and then you should be basically allowed to go anywhere, right? Since everybody fears you. Am
I
I
don't
correct?
have that anymore. I gave that back. He only had one, and I was borrowing it. Listen, that was a good deal. Don't worry.
Or the Elam, right? Is there any way that you can use your freaky Kardashian stealth, you know, whatever the fuck you Kardashians doing in the quadrant.
It isn't stealth, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I mean, if we wanted to go around, in a sense, during a lockdown and you wanted some sort of cover, I could perform, surgery on your face.
Or excuse me, do exactly what you mean?
I mean, I could do a lot of things with surgery. We could dress up like Klingons if you wanted. It wouldn't trick a scanner, but it would visibly look like it.
What? Or so what if what made yourself look like Orion's big beefy Orion men?
Big beefy Orion.
I think we'd still get in trouble if we were caught outside during the quarantine, especially trying to sabotage other people's.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
can-
but if you made us look like one of Kubrick's security guards.
I mean, Hubrix really likes us and all that good stuff. We might be able to get maybe an escorted. He might even help us if we don't let him know exactly what we're doing.
Kubix is tired. We can make a deal.
He was
right
tired
here
last
on our
night.
ship. We can make a deal right here on this ship. We can trade that sword for Q6, pilot, and ship.
What are we gonna do with this pilot? Like, bring him with us?
Hey, tell him not to race. You come on.
This is a sword. I hold on to the character. This sword seems to have a lot of sentimental value to someone who is very powerful. I think we can get more out of it than just winning a race.
Or first of all, alright.
Vessel,
First of all, Kardashian, didn't you just buy it off from a fucking flea market?
And what is the rule of acquisition that pertains to instinct? Or having the lobes, my small friend?
A rule of acquisition number
Just tell
11.
Bragg he doesn't have the lobes.
No, he has the lobes.
Platinum isn't the only thing that shines. This sword shines of radiation, alright?
But if it's so worthwhile to him, we might be able to even trade him the visit with whoever if he even wins. And then if he doesn't win and we still race against him, we can still trade it before we leave for basically whatever we want from him. He's a very wealthy and influential man. Or being.
That is a good idea, but what if it's too late by the time the race is won?
Or so, first of all, alright, to clear some things up, alright? Maybe we should get the specification of the other ships, like the Romulan Warbird, and, a little mustard bottle that the OSAP and Gant has.
The Romulans are throwing the race.
Throwing the race, yes, true.
We don't
mean,
need
so-
to worry about what their ship is.
Alright, so Elam, right? Not to sound racist, right? But aren't Kardashians and Romulans basically the same?
What? You may be confusing me with a Vulcan.
No. I mean, think about it, right? Both of you are deceptive, for the fair, you slave labor.
Listen, I'll tell you the truth, okay? I wanted to use this blade to try to help them bring peace to the monkey people. But then all this happened and the monkey people are gone and liberated themselves. Maybe we can still use it so they don't pursue them.
You're a fool! I want his ship, and I want his pilot, and we'll do whatever we want with him. We could sell him for a lot of money, okay? Just
Oh, yeah, I like the sound of that.
Just to get a ship off of him and then just in turn
I
sell
start
it.
calling.
We already have mines and stuff worth a whole shitload.
I start calling.
After a few rings, QC picks up.
Would you like to trade for? Elam, show him.
He already knows.
Elam, present it. Elam, he's
Do it,
got to see
Elam.
the product.
I present
Elam.
the sword.
Elam, he says, sort of very stonily, and then looks at the sword through his image. And sort of looks back to Clank and says, yes, this would be very, important to me.
Yes. Well, I was thinking perhaps we could work out a deal. What do you say you give us your pilot and your ship? And we'll give you the sword.
And I would like a small percentage of all of the fast noodle chains you have amongst the station.
He sits there looking through the image, and his eyes flick to the sword, and then he looks back to you and says, "Done. Anything else?"
Yes, actually.
You may not have a competitor in the race.
I do actually ask him for something. I reach out and I ask him and with this trade we both show a sense of goodwill and maintain a friendship that lets us exchange information in times of need.
Elam, shut the hell up, alright? So,
No,
or so
that's a
one
good
more thing,
deal.
right?
That's a good
He
thing to
holds a
ask.
finger up, ignoring the little troll for a second, and looks over at Elam and says, "So long as it is beneficial to the Decate, I will agree to that."
And you know, I point my finger in the air and ask for Cusick's attention.
He looks at you.
Yeah, or so if you give you the sword as well, is there anything you can do about the Romulan warbird?
There is no if anymore. You have agreed to give me the sword. We have already sealed that deal. However, if you want an additional clause upon it, which warbird? Do you mean Renanov's Emerald Condor?
Yes, the Emerald Condor.
Make it disappear.
Really-
Make it no, don't make it disappear. No,
No, make it disappear. Everyone on it.
No, mate, we want to humiliate him, right? We'll make us seem stronger and faster and more
We want
intelligent.
to tie up loose ends. Make them disappear.
You are asking for too much now.
Okay, never mind then.
Just slow the ship down, or do some.
And then
What are you
Sabotage
talking about?
it.
He
didn't-
shrugs. He shrugs and says, "Fine, I will see about manipulating some events."
pertaining to the martial law, is there any way you might be able to acquire this sword without us having to risk our safety?
Horizon will be along briefly. His last favor to me will be to return the sword to me, and then he will be yours. And with
Fantastic.
that, the screen immediately just cuts out.
And I give a thumbs up and I say that went pretty well.
We have a
Couldn't
decay
get the Romulans disappeared, but went pretty well.
We could have
yeah,
made some more. We could have made some more Latinum.
We have a decayed slave that can make us Latinum now.
Yeah, not too long after that, there is a bang at the back of the ship, and Horizon, the pilot, is he's like arrived. It's like, hey, hi, yeah, hey, hi. Could I have I was sent here to get the, could I have the big long pointy stabby thing?
And I hand him the sword, and I ask Horizon.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Well, could you relay one message to me on your way back?
Oh, yep, sure.
That the exchange of information pertains both ways. Please let him know if he needs any information about Cardassian doings and going-ons to not be afraid to contact me.
He's probably going to be too busy, using this to. Well, I shouldn't say. And he sort of turns and begins goop stepping away.
We
quickly.
grab him.
No,
grab
we're
him, right?
fine. I
We're
walk
gonna
away
grab him,
smiling.
right?
No, let him
I
go.
grab him, I grab him.
Why?
His
Get
cloak,
back here.
his cloak
Wait,
gets
what's he gonna do with
snatched.
it? What's he gonna do with it?
Who cares? You work for the
Well,
fucking whoever, the serial
Get back.
killer.
Get back here.
No,
Did
did he tell you? Did he tell you where this one is? What it represents, at least?
No.
Let us know.
It's meant to be the sword of the mode, right? It's the sword of the person who runs the decay civilization. He carries around his own version of it, a replica, which doesn't get him anything. But he's like a middle manager. He's like a no one in this area, at least, I guess. I mean, don't tell him I said that. Please don't tell him I said that.
No, you're fine. You belong to us now. You've got no allegiance to him. And
Wait,
I casually put my hand on the sword and I say, "So, what's he gonna be able to do with it when he gets it?"
Well, he's gonna use it as a claim to fame. Essentially, he's gonna suggest that he found this in the ruins of our homeworld,
He's just
Dacia.
gonna become famous above the Decate. Is he gonna go home to the Decate in the future?
Yeah, I guess probably he's gonna try and use this as a leverage tool, right? That's what any
Blank.
sword and weapon is.
I
Thank
slap
you.
him on the shoulder and I say, "Great, all right, we'll see you when you get back, bud."
All right, bye. And he sort of turns and you hear clonk, 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 clonk.
I give a
Clank.
thumbs up. Yeah, what's up?
Alright, so I'm not expert on any xenos, alright, or aliens, but these Decans, those seem to kind of a little bit like Klingons, wouldn't you agree?
I don't really know. Maybe we could have asked him for literally every possession of his. That would probably have been
No.
easier.
I was about to say, I was just about to quote rule number 50. Never
should
bluff a Klingon.
Do it fine. And come on, no, we just got. Even though he's a Decate or whatever, they're time people. He can probably still fucking communicate to us somehow, and we can get mass information. They don't have allegiances. They're not like Starfleet.
Yeah, it'll be
And
fine.
I'm a Cardassian. I don't have to live by Starfleet things. So hopefully, if we can contact them and shit, the information alone. If we have to contact things about the other Decate or whatever, hopefully it'll pay off and be a good time,
We do have a new Decade slave, so that's...
And a whole ship, his whole fucking racing ship.
Yes, his whole future racing ship, worth an insane amount of money.
Thank you,
Fantastic.
kids.
I have to pee. My mind.
In my butt.
He literally just said deep in thought to us out loud.
Yeah.
He just said deep in thought to us. Alright, everyone go pee. I need to piss as well.
Alright, I might as well refill my drink.
Actually, before you go to piss,
What?
Yeah?
can you just pretend that me and Ilm had an amazing holodeck adventure?
Sure, this space hair holodeck adventure. Imagine anything you want.
Alright. So Elm. Elm.
We did good, boys. We did good. We got rid of that other problem. I think we're gonna win this race easily because we only have to compete with Bragg's cousin.
Hey, me and Elmer in a holosuit.
Oh, what are you guys doing? Jerking off?
We are playing a simulation of the.
Wii Sports Tennis?
Yes, we are playing real Wii Sports Tennis.
Hell yeah.
Or we are holosuit. We were in front of one of those big ass TVs they had in the early 2000s.
Oh yeah, just
Playing
for the
fucking-
nostalgia. You're in the holodeck. You're playing a Wii on a television
Yeah.
with all of the bugs of the Wii, and it has the little sensor bar on top, even though it's completely
Yeah.
unnecessary.
That awful sense bar,
Yeah. And it even realistically overheats and shuts off when you don't blow the dust out of it.
Yeah, and there's this awful this sensors,
Yeah, all the Wiimotes kind of suck, and they have like they're all missing. Like half of them are missing the back thing that holds the batteries in. So like, yeah, actually, and they only have 3 controllers. Even though you could, it's a house, you could just have another one, but they just only have 3. They have the
Alright,
little
hello, I'm back.
nunchucks. Oh hey, we were just talking about what they're doing
Yeah.
in the holodeck.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yes, right now we are playing Wii Sports,
But not
Hell
like
yeah.
but not like real life Wii Sports. They're like playing on an old TV with like a Wii and the Wii controllers, and like the sensor bar sucks just as much as the actual Wii, and like there's only 3 controllers even though it's the holodeck and you could have more, and like they're all missing the back cover for the batteries and they fall out sometimes. Just for the full experience.
And of course, you destroy the TV by throwing one of the nunchucks at it,
Yeah.
like into it.
Yeah, because Elam didn't use his hand wrappers,
Computer,
Elon
disable
just, like,
safety
starts-
protocols. And then you just start swinging the fucking nunchuck around, waiting for it to be destroyed.
Where did Elm go?
I mean, he also went to piss.
Sorry.
Alright, so Elam,
Oh, there you go,
we just got finished playing an epic season of, Wii Sports, on an old TV in a fucking cottage.
That was the holodeck.
Yeah.
All
On
right.
this shittiest Wii and this shittiest TV, you know, from
And
the
the batteries
90s.
keep falling out because
I'll never understand the Ferengi fascination with tubular televisions.
I also just said that one of you turns and just says, "Computer, disable safety protocols," and immediately just starts swinging the fucking nunchucks around.
Yeah, and then we play fucking, you know, adventure capitalist.
Angry
I don't know.
Mario noises emerge from the TV. This is our holodeck adventure, really? You can't even show me a bad Ferengi novel or anything?
Or
No,
yeah.
sorry, it's we.
So, unless you have anything else to do, eventually Horizon just comes clonking back to you guys. He just makes his way into the ship. You know, just fucking
Clunk,
clonk,
clunk.
clonk, 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 clonk.
Horizon, how
clonk,
you
clonk,
doing,
clonk,
bud?
clonk. Oh, hi!
Hey, so is your ship faster than this one?
Well,
All right. How about this? We'll both race, and if you win, you have to give us the prize for meeting Vesa. Well, you can come with us, though. You can meet Vesa with us.
oh, all right, yeah.
All
Whatever
right.
you say, boss.
Sure. Okay.
Sure.
So here's how we're gonna win. One of us is gonna win this fucking thing.
Horizon,
Yeah.
Horizon, can you do me a
Horizon, are you
favor?
violent?
Sure, yeah.
Do you remember those guerrilla separatist people?
The Eva Eye, yeah.
You remember the music they listen to? Could you play some of that when you're just around in the ship?
Oh, hell yeah! I love that
Please
shit.
do.
And he immediately just starts blasting it out of his fucking like chest cavity.
Thank you, Horizon. I just turn
It is-
around and
it
let
is
it
enough. It is like a. You've been in a sonic shower. There's actually sonic showers on this ship. But when he starts playing music, it is a sonic shower. Your skin, the
Oh,
top skin layer is
no!
blasting off of you.
Oh, Horizon, I take it back. Please stop.
Horizon, are you violent at all?
Me? No violent bones in my body, sir.
Perfect. Fantastic.
I was a confirmed pacifist.
I peel at some
That's
of my
why I got one
skin.
of the later bodies when people started being uploaded.
I thought you said you were Confederates.
I won.
Anyways,
Confederate?
so how about we all sit here and play one continuous, very long game of Monopoly until the beginning of the race?
Oh, you
Monopoly.
don't wanna, I don't know, go over some tune-ups, see what you can do with the ship?
Tune-ups? Yes, I mean you've assimilated with the Borg. You're smarter than God, right?
I'm no Borg.
Oh, what are the Decay? Just
We're,
future robots, basically.
we're organic individuals from a multi-species organization that decided to upload themselves into machine bodies and send them back through time.
So basically the Borg.
I'm not a Borg. And he sort of like is looking at Bragg very intensely now.
Are you a future genius?
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty good. I mostly focused on engineering, but mostly in.
Okay, computer, check our ship. And I'm looking directly at
Horizon, when you
Horizon,
call it
yeah.
that. My name's Horizon, so I just.
Yes,
you know...
Horizon. That's what I meant. Go over our ship. How's it look?
Oh,
Go
alright.
over our shit.
And
We'll go check it out.
he goes to work, and he'll be busy for a few hours, just going over everything.
Do
Alright,
you know
so-
anything about this kind of technology, Horizon?
No, the Tiniad were all wiped out by the time my species really sort of took over, and we expanded throughout the majority of the Shackleton Expanse. You know,
If we
Something
saved
about
the
a-
Tiniad, would
Yeah.
that change your future?
maybe. You know, a lot of people did say that when the Hive got destroyed because of all the fighting over it, that was when the Shackleton Expanse really started going downhill.
I plug a data pack into Itchy's like brain really quick of like time theory, Star Trek spice style. You know what I'm saying? And just that we're always susceptible to constantly changing the timeline because of weird, crazy bullshit.
Also extremely likely that as you see Horizon move around, that his body, some part of it, is a paradox machine. It is meant to be it is self-sustaining. he shouldn't exist because the mere fact that they've all come back into this time frame and by doing that led to their homeworld, Dacia, being destroyed. He should not exist, and so like the fact that he does is probably more likely that he fucking his whole thing is that he's a paradox machine.
Damn, that's great.
Which is what he does as he's working, just like going along, like humming and looking over things. He does sort of mention that like that is what he was a specialist in. He was a specialist engineer for the Paradox program, and that's why he got a body in the first place, even though he was a pacifist.
Hey, Horizon.
Yeah.
By any chance did you assimilate any Ferengi?
Listen, I'm not a fucking Borg. And he's like looking at you again, looking pretty pissed off at this point.
I look at Bragg too, and I say he's not a Borg.
But he's a cyborg.
It's different from the Borg. You have to understand the connotations.
Yeah, most of my friends and families and all the loved ones I ever knew and my entire species and many worlds were killed by those sons of bitches. So, like, yeah.
Well,
This could be an odd question, Horizon, but do you know any good decate recipes that might help us remember your loved ones that have passed away that we could put into the, replicator?
I can go do that. And he sort of goes wanders off and goes throws a bunch of things into the replicator.
He's a good
alongside all of the work that Amala put in there.
He's a good fucking kid.
We're just
And
like,
actually, once he's done with that, he goes and updates your holodeck as well. Puts a few programs in there because currently it was only Tinian programs and
Cardassian Hot Spring.
the Wii Sport, of course, and the Cardassian Hot Spring. So he goes and he goes.
Wii
and
Sport is
archives
in
it up for you.
everyone by default. That's just the demo that comes with it.
Yeah.
You do see he has a very particular, like most Decay, he has an extremely particular way of, first of all, filling all of his information that he wants to pass on into like a thumb drive, and then letting it interface into the ship. He doesn't do anything directly, ever. He never wires himself into the ship.
Oh. Could I ask him about that, or has he walked away?
Yeah, you can do that.
So, why do you use the thumb drive? Usually I just plug right into the ship.
Itchy's pants are
We have
unzipped.
to-
There's the R2D2 thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to.
We have to limit any direct conversation between ourselves and other machines. I mean, it's already hard enough that we're like a
I
quantum
plug
state.
into him.
He fucking hits you. He actually hits you as you try and go for him.
I'm like, what?
Like,
Why
taking
not?
a step back, like, hey, whoa, hey.
What? I just want to plug in.
Again.
No.
Why not?
I do not give consent. No means no.
Wait, what? Why not? I just want to share information with you.
But I don't want to.
Well, why not? Could you explain it to me?
I could fry you, first of all. That's a big risk that you could have. I have to simplify data before I can just start parceling it out.
Could you
And
take a look at my
secondly-
brain and upgrade me then?
It's just unhygienic, and I can't upgrade your brain without rebuilding you entirely as a person. You'd cease
As a
to be
person?
Hank Bunderson.
What do you mean?
Well, I could use my theoretical knowledge of stuff, but also like positronic brains weren't really my field of study. Like I said, I'm a paradox engineer.
All right. You can't plug in. But what would happen if you plugged in with the ship? Or me?
I could probably fry the mainframe of the ship as well. Or maybe fry myself. Or just catch a malware disease. I don't want any of that.
Oh, malware disease? Could I get malware
Yeah.
diseases? No one ever taught me
Yeah.
about this. What? I've
Yeah.
just... There was
You've just
that
been
one
plugging
person
into
I plugged-
random machines wherever you find them?
Sometimes, yeah.
You can have all kinds of junk just filling your brain right now.
Is there any way I can check for it? Can I virus
Oh.
scan?
Sure, you can try. Yeah, I don't
Try.
know if you've got a good virus scanner. I don't care to know.
Elam, scan me for viruses.
This way.
I don't want brain viruses.
Oh, what a sad Christmas for Bragg Jr. playing Monopoly by himself.
Oh. All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it
run like
has
a
to
full
be Christmas Day.
diagnostics on fucking Clank again and just look for any malicious software.
He's not. You did it
I-
recently as well.
I did.
He's still just a black hole of knowledge. There's just that deep pit of like. There's just that giant hole in his personality from all the information that should be there and isn't.
I'm gonna try to feed in some credit card numbers and stuff and just see if anything goes for him. I'm gonna put a bait into that black hole really quick, just a random prod, just to see if there's anything malicious.
It vanishes. It's eaten.
Very interesting.
So you like his memory is fine. His like long-term and short-term storage is fine. There just seems to be like a part of his brain that is sectioned off, like quarantined by the rest of his personality. But if you try and input information into it, it is wiped clean, or just gets eaten, or vanishes. You're not quite sure what's
Wait,
happening.
does he see the memories from the rail?
I'm not like looking at your memories like specifically.
Yeah.
You were looking into. Oh,
I'm running a diagnostic. You know, I'm not sitting there going to hashtag the rail fucking pick fucking folder whatever.
well, I mean, you should see something there.
Something that was part of our idea that we came up and agreed with together.
What?
What? Oh, I know what you're saying. The rail's personality. I mean, if it is, maybe it's hiding in that black hole.
Yeah, there's definitely the bits of like rail attached here, but you can't really tell.
I look at Elm
what?
with just hatred for a moment, and then it goes away.
Yeah.
I am just gonna I don't know if you want me to roll anything for it. I don't know if I can just use my cybernetics for it, but I want to try to see if I can make a copy or backup of some of the current memory I can see right now, just to further analyze it and then store it for him in case anything happens, if that's
Yeah, you
possible.
can do that easy. You just make a backup.
All right.
All right.
Everything is fine, Clank.
Do you hear Mr. Brightside playing?
Yes.
And this repeat. Bragg, do you talk to Horizon?
Hmm?
Do you
Yes.
talk to Horizon?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
I just stare at him until I get his attention.
He turns to you and he takes a few steps forward. Do you let him come close?
Yes, yes,
And then
yes.
he gets down into a squat position, puts his elbows on his knees, and says, "Hi, little guy. How old are you?"
He blushes.
It's rude to ask Ferengi his age, you know.
I didn't know that. I'm so sorry.
Well, now
Well,
you know.
I'm really glad that your parents have brought you along on this adventure, and I'm sure that you're gonna see all kinds of fun, wild things out in space, youngin.
My father is a holosuit programmer.
Oh, hell, that's nice. Good field, lots of money in it.
Yeah,
And then he gets up from his squat, pats you on the head, and then turns away and goes back to working on the holosuite.
his most famous program is called Vulcan Slave Girl. But anyways, have you made any significant upgrades to the ship?
Only in the replicator and the holodeck currently.
Well, is there anything I can help you with to speed up the progress?
Stop talking to him.
Why don't you go play catch with your dad or something, sport?
He's not here.
Oh, I assumed you had two fathers and they were both here already. I don't know. What do you do for fun? You got like crayons or anything?
I usually play Monopoly.
I'll play
myself.
Monopoly with you.
Will you? Really?
Yeah, sure, kid.
I'm trying to get our ship up.
Wow. You know, I never played Monopoly with somebody else, you know.
Well, that seems sad.
Well, to be honest, it's because I always like being in the bank and the dealer, you know.
He's just
Okay.
sitting there with all the money in front of him, holding it content.
and Horizon, meant to be going over the ship and repairing a bunch of stuff, just ends up going into like a little side room and playing Monopoly with Bragg Jr. for several hours.
I'm just sampling
takes a
different
long time.
Arcadian
But
and
it
whatever
But
cuisines
also,
that he
you
put
know,
in.
I also wanted to ask you something else.
Sure.
So, or as you know, this is while where I'm attempting to try to win, at Monopoly against him. So, anyways, do you know anything about, communication, in general, when it comes to systems on the station?
On the
Encryptions.
station?
Yeah.
No, not really, unfortunately.
So I'm gonna ask you this in all confidence, right?
Uh-huh.
And you promise you won't say it to anyone else, right?
Uh-huh.
Not even your future family or species. Promise.
They're all dead, but sure.
I mean, since they're from the future, they haven't been born yet.
No, the world that I came from was destroyed in a fire and nuclear blast about 3 or 4 centuries ago.
Yeah, it was quite traumatic. I remember that. But anyways,
What?
don't
How do
wor-
you
don't
remember
wor-
that?
Don't worry. Don't worry. So
Okay.
anyways, there's one thing I need help, right?
Sure thing, kid.
In one of the channels, in one of the frequencies from the communication from the station, I've been receiving this help signal, which just repeats help, 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 help. You get the idea?
Yeah.
In this monogamous, frequency, time, and all that. Is there anything you can do to help me figure out what it is?
I don't know. I can take a look at it for you if you want.
Please do.
All right.
And
And he just like incorporates it into his own brain and starts going over it,
Flips the Monopoly board over.
while also playing Monopoly with you.
Yes. He's running Monopoly in the background, so he gets a lot worse now.
Yeah.
I just want to let you guys know that I'm compiling all these, like, replicator, just these food dishes. I'm gonna send those to the fucking Obsidian and they're gonna love that shit.
I'm just acting
He's-
deathly sick on the bed in the hospital room, like moaning.
I told him he was
pain.
fine as I walked out, and he's just, yeah.
Yeah. So some of these recipes require a replicator that hasn't been invented yet. Like a lot of them are way more advanced than your current replicators, including like recipes for live animals to be like made and then slaughtered immediately over the dish.
Make it
But
build a
some
new
of them are nice. Some of them are a little bit more basic.
I don't know,
like
that kind of
the
technology
equivalent
could
of
be
a ham sandwich.
deciphered, you know?
Well, just
Maybe.
tell him to build it.
Well, they
We
could
have
look
an
at it and see how to design other things. I mean, I could, but I'm just trying to send some data for now. I'm testing the waters over here.
That would be good data. Here's some data from the future for stuff that hasn't been invented yet. Like, that is pretty cool. But that could
Like,
create a
imagine-
paradox.
We're full of
Yeah,
paradoxes
imagine-
over here. Sorry.
Because imagine the company is created that does this, that invents this because of the data that you send to Cardassia. So that could become the beginning of that company.
Thank
But then
God.
if that company didn't begin, you wouldn't have been able to get the data from him, so you wouldn't have been
Imagine
able
you
to
go
send it.
imagine you go to Ancient Rome with one of those foil TV dinners and just like try and be like, hey, look at this amazing invention. that
Decipher this,
exists."
motherfucker.
That's the issue.
Okay, so you're saying if he sends us the Cardassia, that couldn't possibly create a reality where the only reason that it gets invented in the first place is because of the
Listen, we have Yemek sauce. We can do anything.
No, because the
Yamak
gate's
sauce.
already all dead anyway. So like the future's already been deep changed. You know what I mean? But like, who knows what can happen in the future?
We could create that company by sending.
So, anyways, how's the Monopoly going?
Correct. But if there's nothing else that you fellas want to do during this downtime period, we can move on.
Yeah, I was asking you.
Is there any way we can contact your cousins? Are we supposed to still help them somehow, but we just haven't? We're just
You
gonna
probably
lie to
should
them the whole
contact
way? Alright.
You probably should contact them.
You should just raise somebody of me.
just never think about him again
Don't say shit to him.
until they show the
beat
fuck up
their
again
ass.
randomly on the next fucking couple planets we're on.
Well, they're
Yeah, but
no,
he is.
no. They're going to assume that he did put them in there because the Romulans are gonna not win, and somebody else has said they're
Yeah,
not
but
gonna win.
that's metagaming, alright? Yes, you continue.
I know what.
So are you gonna contact them?
Yeah, but but I was just wondering what happened to that help signal.
Oh, it's gonna take him a while.
Alright. But yeah, let's try to yeah. So while he's doing that, I'm gonna ask him to contact my cousins.
All right, I'm assuming you guys go back into the main area where everyone
It's
is.
random ways that it is the random ways that I can use a the holodeck to get to some sort of fucking Nokia cell phone and call them.
What the fuck?
Typically, the one that you get in Grand Theft Auto 4.
I'm also gonna go into the medical room while Clank thinks that he's sick, and I'm just going to. Let me look over you again. I'm going to install like an actual sickness simulator, so he runs through it and feels like he's eventually gonna start getting better. Like he's gonna remain sick, feeling like sick for a bit, but this way he'll get over it in a sense.
As he's typing in those commands into my brain, it says, "Please enter the pseudo password," and it's just a terminal blinking, waiting for him to enter a password.
What the fuck would Clank actually fucking have as his password?
I'm just sitting here looking at you.
I don't even ask him. I just start typing in. I type in lethargic panda.
Okay.
Worked.
Are we gonna?
Perfect.
Clank has no idea what the password is.
Okay. So you guys keep doing that, and in the bridge, you guys, Bragg, you reach your cousins. You bring them up on the old communicator, and they immediately appear on the communication screen.
Yeah, Horizon help me out.
Oh yeah, he helps you into the chair easily. Go for the sport, and he puts you up there, and he's like, "Do you want a juice box?"
Yeah, yes, thank you.
Okay, and he goes wandering off to get you a juice box.
Gaines! Oh, Sep!
Cousin Bragg Jr.
Cousins.
Cousin. Sweet
Yes,
little cousin.
Yes, how are both of you faring during this lockdown?
It's alright. Gained has a job as a food deliverer. It's sort of a gig thing that he's doing, and I'm getting most of the money for it.
Oh, yeah, good. Oh, you're a
Who's
good
that?
one,
Ozap has the job as a food deliverer. I'm getting most of the money for it. He gives like a
Yeah,
little circle.
You have always been the smart one, Gaines.
You see Ozap in the back with one of those giant fucking food delivery bags on his back, and he's just like climbing back in and looking kind of like frustrated and putting it down.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he's like,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah.
brother, you're back. Hey, yeah, good." And then he sort of turns to you
Yes.
and does like a jerk off motion.
Yeah. Oh. So, anyways, tell me. So, tell me,
Yeah.
are all of you prepared for the race?
Yeah, but are you prepared? Did you get the gravity slugs in place?
Oh, yes. Yes. Of course we did.
All right, good. Yeah, all right.
But I'm curious about one thing, right? We might
Uh-huh.
have to slightly change the deal, right?
He squints at you.
Alright, so instead of you winning, right? I win.
Huh? Right, okay. How about instead
then
of you winning, I win? Like the
But what is-
original deal stare.
Alright, but here is the deal, right? Here is the deal, right?
Yeah, all right.
First of all, right? If
Uh-huh.
I win, then I won't make you If I win, then you won't have to pay a royalty to be my cousin, since I am famous now here in the beta quadrants.
They haven't seen
Yeah.
it, have they? Have they seen the video? Has it circulated on the internet? Someone was
Oh, the
recording that
fucking
performance, right?
the performance. Yeah, they've probably seen it. They don't care. They don't really think very highly of Bragg Jr.'s musical skills.
Or so. But so, because for many reasons this has become quite important to us, right? My excellent cousins, right?
reasons. We had a deal. Why are you going back on that deal now? All you had to
Or so,
do was
rule,
get the
rule,
gravity slids in place and let us
or
win,
so,
and then you'd get the
rule
money.
number
We'd get to meet
50.
Vesa.
Rule number 50, right? Never bluff a Klingon.
You're not a Klingon. You're a tiny little Ferengi. You're as big as my
Well.
pinky finger.
well, you should tell it to Elama. Emala.
Do they even know her?
Gives you a very confused look. Yeah.
And yeah, this is a short of awkward silence, you know.
Is this all over a female? Have you caught feelings and
Oh,
you want to
are you gonna
impress a
quote- wait.
female?
Wait,
No.
you're gonna quote the book to him now. CJ, get the quote. You gotta quote it to him about female.
Okay, give me a second.
Is this gonna be a quoting war now?
Christ, I don't want it to be.
This
It's
is
gonna
how
be like
Ferengi
I
settle
don't
their
remember the number
shit.
of it, but he's like
Ah.
rule of acquisition number, and then I blank it. And it's never sleep with the boss's daughter.
Well, first of all, alright. First of all, rule number 4. Sex and profit are two things that never last long enough.
Rule number 16: a deal is a deal.
Well,
shit,
rule
oh,
number
shit.
7. Rule number 16. A deal is a deal until a better one comes along.
Oh, he looks fucking devastated. He
Damn.
leans back slightly.
Yeah, so you know, I made it even sort of like, you know, Ace Attorney, you know. That sort of setting, you know.
What?
Ace Attorney.
The game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm taking this irradiated sword out of my equipment now because it's gone forever.
No, if you leave it there, it's actually there.
You get to keep it forever.
Rule number 98: every man has his price. What do you want, Bragg?
So first of all, I want to win, right? But don't worry, you will get compensated. And second of all, we will share the spoils, you know. 80-20. And I will also
Okay.
tell
I just want to remind you, our previous deal was that we got all the money for it, right? And they got to go meet Vesa. Wasn't that it?
Exactly, no, but I want to meet Vesa, you know, since that's my mission. Or so, cousins, right? Imagine, right, if it's only 20% of the winnings, you could get your own ship, that is not a goddamn mustard bottle like the one you have, alright? You wouldn't have to work as a food delivery. And
The things have
further
gone
on-
silent now, and the two of them are talking. You can see their mouth moving as you're talking to them.
Yeah, but no, I don't realize that, you know, I'll just continue ranting on.
Yeah. And then finally, the mute comes off, and then you just hear Ozap's voice come through. This very gruff voice, and says, "Rule of acquisition 125. Remember that one, Bragg?
Which one again?
125.
A lie is a lie until somebody else knows the truth.
No, it's you can't make a deal if you're dead." And their communication cuts off.
Oh.
Number
Ew.
115. Read this eternal.
He's just talking to himself
Damn.
We
Or,
had
yeah,
no
uh,
idea
Here you
this
go, I
happened.
at all.
I got a, what is this? A tropical fruit flavor for you? Here you go. Yeah. Do you want me to put the straw in there, or can you do it yourself?
You can do it, and then I fucking, you know, curl in down in the chair. Like a
The
fucking
most, like,
cat.
the most beautiful, like, mechanical ever display of someone removing a straw from the back of a fruit box, stripping the plastic away, and sliding it into the top of the fruit box happens before your very eyes.
Like, you could
And he-
reseal that plastic and use it again.
Exactly. It was very neat. And then he just gently places it in your hand.
Well,
It's
all
like,
that
"There
is-
you go, small."
Well, all that's happening, we've been sitting in the medical room, and I'm just like looking at Clank, and I'd be like, well, if I was a Ferengi and I just had like a completely new ship and almost a servant or whatever, and was, trying to negotiate anything, and I just, anyways.
Horizon,
Yeah.
what's the most traumatic thing that has ever happened to you?
The Borg killing all of my entire species and timeline and all my friends,
keep
and then being
bringing that
uploaded into a machine body where I didn't age or become any different, and then being sent back in time only to discover, of course, that we had inadvertently destroyed the entire species.
Well, a few years ago, I walked into the bathroom where I saw my mother fully clothed.
Yeah, those things are comparable. He sort of like nods his head.
I just walk by to go to the hollow suite awkwardly, and I drop a fan card that has Janeway on it in the Year of Hell with Red or whatever from that '70s show, and I just pick it back up and keep walking away.
Anyways,
Jesus.
so
Push him out of
anyways,
my seat.
and he falls straight down.
Oh,
So these
Face
kinds of
first.
antics
Oh,
continue for the next few days, I'm assuming.
my
and
power
then
may go out.
Oh,
I have no idea.
it's really
I just
windy
saw my
out.
lights dim. It is really windy, and I just saw my lights dim for a moment there. I was sure that was gonna be it. Oh, it's happening again. Oh, it's okay.
He can play on his phone. It's fine.
I can, but let me just save my RuneScape server. Gotta make sure that saves all its data.
So yeah, the Vanille Grand Premio is upon you. It is the day of the race. Excitement has been building across the station as all the holographic displays not dedicated to advertising become screens to watch the pre-race analysis. Announcers are like going over like loose specifications of each ship and voicing their opinion on who might or might not be the next winner. With clear favoritism shown for Hubix and his pilot and Cusig and his pilot. And the least favorable odds going to the Ferengi, Ozabengane, and you guys. It seems like most people don't expect the Tiniad ship to handle it too well, considering that the Tiniad station is in a semi-destroyed state. But of course, they don't know that you guys have now got an agreement with basically everyone in the race but Ozabengane, who are going to try and do their best to win.
Or so, first of all, right, on this day, right, I have fully changed, right? I'm wearing this, like, World War II got an aviator outfit, with this little goggles on. Fly goggles on.
Back.
Do I have to be on the ship during the races, or should I stay off it, or?
Well, let me just
can we
go
bet?
over a couple of things.
All right.
I want to bet.
Oh
Sure,
no,
how much
Itchy,
money do
look
you
at
wanna
this.
bet?
This is the race from Pulsar all over again.
It really is. It really is. Oh, fuck. Okay, so I have 3 bricks of latinum. I want to bet all 3 bricks of latinum on us. What are my odds?
Right.
What's the
Uh,
return?
It's a pretty long odds. It's about 1-8.
1-8, yes. So I'm gonna get 8 times that if we win.
Yep.
Yes.
We
Okay,
already have
yeah,
so much
I'm-
fucking money. We own this
Oh,
other
wait, wait,
shit
wait,
with
wait, wait a second,
mining
wait,
fucking rocks.
You have more money than me, asshole.
Wait a minute, because we have. I can't split my bet between me and Horizon, can I? Fuck.
Yeah, you can if you want to.
Shit, but then, well, it's. What are Horizon's odds if I bet on Horizon?
1-3 currently.
Ooh. So I might come out. I mean, either way, I'll come out on top. But I could have bet more, I'm going to. Okay. I'm going to instruct Horizon. Okay. if we're right behind you, let us come in first. Just do whatever you can to make us win. Can we use weapons in this race?
They will be able to be available to you, but you're not meant to shoot at other contestants, essentially.
So yeah, so do you have to agree who is gonna have which roles, like flight, command, engineer, and all that?
Yeah, I'm about to go into that once we're done with the betting.
And also, I
Check
want,
Horizon.
I want to bet 2 slips of platinum on us.
I'm gonna bet it all on
Okay.
us. Horizon, can you fly our ship? Do you think our ship is better after like tuning it up for a few days?
I don't know. Anything can happen. Racing's a lot about it's not just mechanical, right? I think most of the ships, from what I can tell, are all sort of comparable.
I
You know,
want you to
well, I'm
fly
racing.
our ship.
Can I? Are you sure? Because I think that
You
would
can
step
win.
on Bragg's toes, considering that the expertise
That's
he's
right.
got.
I forgot.
And
I'm
I
sorry.
don't want to upset the little tyke. He's got so much going for him.
You're right. Okay. Do you think you can beat him in a race, though? You think you can beat Bragg Jr. in a race?
I don't know. We just gotta see. Gotta go out there and put in 110% and see if we can. Just as long as we go out there and put in 110%, we can really
Yeah, I'm
show
putting it
that we
all
can
on
be those
us. I'm
people.
putting it all on us.
And also,
Maybe I can just 110% in all of it. It's the real heart of the matter, and it
Yeah.
just keeps going like that for a long time.
and also people about my cousins, the big Ferengis, even though they're shorter than most of the humanoids,
Yes. What about them?
The Ferengi boys.
they are not so fond of me anymore, shall we say?
What does that mean?
We had an acquisition quotes, rap battle basically.
And what happened?
So I told them, hey, what if I win instead of you? And they said, they were basically gonna kill me.
Oh. Okay. Well. So are we right at the beginning of the race, or can we go murder
We're
them
revving right
first?
now. We're at the race.
Yeah,
Right.
you're on the line.
Okay. Okay.
Or I have an idea, right?
Just
He
saying
chose
this
to wait
throughout.
until the last minute to tell you. Yeah.
Sorry.
Do we have time to go murder them? I
Son
don't
of a
think so,
bitch.
Clank. I'm not. I really don't think so.
No.
Oh fuck.
So, yeah. So, Hubix comes over the line to basically all the pilots and immediately just swings into, like, yeah, right, you're all pretty aware of how this goes. Most of you have done this once or twice already. I'm talking about you, Griffix, and you, Horizon. But the race has a couple of threats. You are now on the other side of the system. Pretty much between us and the station is a destroyed asteroid field, the remnants of a planet that used to be here, and thank God is no longer here any further.
What happened to the planets?
It's something to do with the Shackleton Expanse 5,000 years ago. Who gives a shit? And he sort of he just like keeps going. The racetrack is pretty clear. It's all been sent out to you. On either side of it is a field of, I'm just going to say this, automated photon torpedoes. So if you try and escape from the race without, completing it, you'll fucking die. Within the lane, of course, there's a bunch of radiation zones, ion storms, spatial tears, plasma storms, and a number of titanium micrometeors and low pulse mines designed to sap power from a ship and slow them to a dead stop.
Can we make sure that the Tiniads are safe? Did the computer come back online yet? Is he making sure the Tiniads
It's
are
been
gonna
3
be safe?
days.
It's
Yeah,
been
the
3
computer's
days.
back online. Everything's been
something
secured
different?
inside of the ready room. He seems fine. He seems all right. He
Okay.
keeps calling. He's like captain, and he seems like as polite as usual.
He's got a little
Alright.
flag with our ship on it.
Yeah, they're all inside still because they don't want to get off because they're worried that if they get off the ship they'll be kidnapped and used in the fucking farm again. So at least Fibrin insisted that he be allowed to stay on board.
Yeah, so he's just hiding inside this little ecosystem right now.
My
It's
ship.
gonna be safe there?
Hopefully, as long as you guys don't destroy the ship.
All right, I take my position at the medical helm.
Well, that's the thing I'm about to talk about.
Sorry.
There are 5 positions usually to fill on a vessel like this, but 4 if the commander takes on another role, and sometimes only like 3 that might be important for this race. You have the command station. Let me show you what the command station is. So this is the command station. On the actual ship design, let me go back to it. Where Clank is sitting currently right now is usually what the command station is. From a command station, a commanding officer or captain can provide an opportunity for others, essentially creating an advantage, can direct them to perform a task, which is basically the commander gives up their own turn to let somebody else take a turn on theirs, so you can like double up your effectiveness. And they can give an aspiring speech to try and get some more momentum into the pool. But the commanding station is not really a physical location. The commanding officer can do their stuff from anywhere on the bridge at any time.
Even from the toilet.
Hello. Sorry.
Yeah. So, did you hear any of that, AG?
I'm so sorry. I had to go get water.
No.
I thought I said it, but it might not have got picked up.
Okay, so I'll just go over this real quickly again. There are 5 positions to fill on a vessel, 4 if the commander takes on another role, and only 3 that may be important to a race, although maybe you'll have to switch between positions. The command station where you're sitting currently is not usually a physical place, but wherever you go as a captain and commander. You can provide an opportunity for others, which means that you provide an advantage, essentially. You can direct them to perform a task, which means you could basically give up your turn to make somebody else go on your turn, essentially. Or you can give an inspiring speech.
That's what
The
Riley
next
is?
one, yeah, the next one along is communications, which is this place right here. We've established that it's that place right here, so we'll keep doing that place right here. Don't worry too much about the information, and I'm trying to do my best to sum it up. So communications is an engineering section, and the person in charge of it can basically open hailing frequencies, so you can open talking to another ship. You can intercept messages between ships. You can jam signals, like the mines that Hubix has mentioned, and you can perform a damage report, which sums the issues of a ship up and makes it easier for someone to fix them. The next one along is probably going to be very important for this, and it's going to be the con station. So the con station is a mix of it's merging 2 positions, the navigator and the helm. The navigating sort of part of this is plotting courses, like working out the fastest route to get to somewhere, and charting hazards, which is trying to understand what is in your way and what you can do to sort of fix it. The helm is pretty self-explanatory. The helm moves the vessel, whether that be below or at impulse, or even up to warp speed. Helm also handles evasive actions to avoid being targeted or hit by things, and performing attack patterns, which make it easier to like shoot at something. Helm also has the amazingly funny ram action. You can ram into an enemy ship or object or thing.
Is that allowed? Have they said the
Sure.
rules? No?
You
They've not
take
really said
damage.
any rules. Okay.
Shooting at other opponents is not allowed. Ramming is in.
Oh yeah.
You can also shoot at things that get in your way, such as, micrometeor or anything like that. Mines, maybe. So that's the con station. There's 2 more stations now. There's the ops station. So the ops station is a science and engineering section. It merges 2 positions, the sensor operator and internal systems controller. The sensor operator can perform sensor sweeps, basically identifying and understanding unfamiliar things out in space. They can scan for weaknesses, which means they can look for vulnerabilities in enemy ships or objects. And the internal systems controller can manage power, the power flow through a ship, squeezing precious resources out of the warp core. They can regenerate shields to reinforce the ship's defenses. They can also control onboard damage, which is pretty self-explanatory, and operate the transporters, which is, getting from one point to another. And finally, the tactical station. The tactical station is a security section. Security oversight might not be all that relevant for the race. It is handling internal sensors aboard the ship, so you're scanning the interior of the ship, deploying security or security systems, so bringing turrets down and stuff like that inside of it, or raising internal containment fields, which is just putting up internal shields inside of a ship. The tactical position handles the firing of weapons, the reinforcing of shields, making your shields thicker and stronger, and the controlling of a tractor beam, which is basically just a tractor beam's like a invisible force that you use to move objects around.
Can we tractor beam other ships while they're racing?
Yeah. You're not meant to fire on other people, but if you want to try and tractor beam on someone and slow them down, go ahead.
And speed us up.
Yeah. So there's minor actions that you can perform on your turn as well during a space thing, and there's sort of like universal actions that you can do. I'm going to go over these real quick as well. Don't worry too much about all this information right at once. If it comes up, it comes up. This is just trying to get you eased into the stuff. So for minor actions, this is like you've got interact, which is you may have to stop focusing on space and interact with something inside of you, or try and work on a system. There's change
Inside?
position. What was that?
It's something inside of me.
Inside of the ship.
Yeah.
There's change position, which might be really important. Change position is where you choose one position that you're on in the ship already. So say Bragg is at the con station right now, and he's running helm and navigation, but he also wants to run over to the tactical station and fire off a weapon. He can choose as a minor action to change his position from the con station to the tactical station. You can prepare, which is basically holding your action until you do something, and you can raise lower shields, which is a tactical only thing. So you have to run over to the tactical station to raise or lower your shields. You have to lower your shields to be able to teleport out or transport out, and if they're raised, no one can transport in. And finally, restore, which is you basically try to perform minor repairs and readjustments to make something work after it might have been knocked out.
Okay.
Universal tasks are pretty simple. They are basically just, you can assist a friend, which is, what assist is. You know what creating advantage is. You could choose not to do anything at all. You could choose to ready yourself up to do a major sort of task. And a wide variety of other tasks, the usual sort of plug and roll sort of stuff. The most important one as well in Universal Task is if you don't have the time to use a minor action to move from one place to another, you can choose to override. You override the controls of another role and attempt to use the computer that you're sitting at to work on it. However, this always increases the difficulty of the role that you're making, because you're using a machine that shouldn't be doing what you're trying to do right then. Any questions?
Not that I can think of. Got it all.
I understand
All
this
right.
fully. No. So say I'm doing like commanding officer tasks. You said I could be anywhere for that, so I could sit at another place to do that task if I need to, and do commanding officer tasks.
Yeah, so generally speaking, in space, what happens is it's sort of everyone gets a single turn
Hmm.
on board a ship, but you're still also just like a single ship. So what it tends to be is like you will go, and then the enemies will go, and then you will go, and then the enemies will go, and then you will go, and then the enemies will go. We're streamlining that slightly because there are like 4 other ships in this scenario. So basically, you will go, and then one of the ships will go, and then you will go, and then another ship will go, and then you will go, and yeah.
Should we decide what positions we're taking? Because, in a meta sense, I'd either be better at commanding or sensor operator, or internal systems controls. In a meta
Not to
sense,
meta, but I have 5 command. I think I should be in the commanding officer for sure.
So ops combines both of those things together. So if you take ops, you get to be sensors operator and internal systems controller at the
yeah, all
same
right,
time.
yeah. So I'll just do operations.
So ops is right here. It's on this side over here.
I was
So
in the
stick
hollow
you here.
suite.
Yeah, you lost yourself, didn't you? Christian, where do you think you want to go?
I mean, since can I use focuses and all that when I'm controlling?
Yep.
Yeah, that probably should be for light control.
So you're gonna go into con for helm and navigation.
Yeah.
All right. Where do you think the tank should go?
So, would I have to specifically go to commanding officer, or I would do that in something else?
You are the commanding officer. You are wherever you go, the command station is you. So
Okay.
you don't have to actually use this chair.
So what was the one that did engineering? I'm so sorry.
So communications can do that, and tactical is sort of more security. So communications might be better for you.
Yeah, I think communications. Yeah.
All right, right over here.
Close some of these. I popped out some.
If you
Oh, you
like,
moved me back.
Carotene offers to go put himself on tactical.
Yeah.
Ramming.
Wonderful, Captain. I will go take control of the weapons. And he goes wandering off to the tactical
He looks
station.
happy
Which
to
is
do so.
There's like
Very
a fucking twinkle, a sparkle in his eye when it comes to delivering
Can't wait to
death.
start blasting.
All right, and we go from the teenage shuttle back to the race. Oh, there you go.
Helm, could
Be
I get a
careful.
watch together for some more intense music for this race?
Oh, you want intense music? I was gonna let me finish rolling. Hold on, let me get some. What kind of? There, let me just figure something out. I gotta figure out what kind of music it would be. You know.
Can't you just use your fucking you know, your stream board, soundboard?
I don't have a
Oh, no, don't do
soundboard.
that. Don't do that. Yeah, that's only TeamSpeak, isn't it?
Yeah, TeamSpeak. Yeah, the same one I told you to get. Christian.
I think technically you can do music in game, but it's like terrible music you can get from Roll20, I think.
Yeah, they're weak. You can add your own files, I think.
Oh. The watch together link is needed
It's
for immersion.
coming,
I
it's
can't
coming,
have the
it's
same level
coming,
of
it's
intensity
coming, it's
for the whole
coming.
time in the race too.
I need a mix though, honestly.
Intense space battle music.
There you go. There's your watch together.
like the Elms, the DJ.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
We gotta like get it on loop.
Is this on an endless loop?
No, it should be, but can we do it in the watch together? I don't know. I can loop it, I think. Yeah, it just loops it. Loop
Hell
playback.
Alright. So, give me 1 second.
This is actually part of an anime movie where it's like different artists make a bunch of different stories, and this dude like races so fast he just fucking kills himself. I love it so much. I love old crazy animes.
Damn, the map is much bigger than I thought it was.
I mean, a lot of people
Yeah.
race so fast they killed themselves. To be fair.
I'm pretty sure that's what Al Qaeda did.
Okay. So, you guys will get to go first. I'm gonna add you a turn order on here. Can't believe that's what it's really called on there. Then after you, it is the Hubix's boy is gonna get a go. Oh, I should have done this. Let me change that. Hubix's boy is gonna get a go, and then after him, it's gonna be Horizon is gonna go. In the beautiful era. And then after Horizon, it's going to be the Romulan Coalesce ship, otherwise known as the Emerald Condor.
I thought it was the corridor.
And horribly, unfortunately, I rolled for this. It really happened. The the dripping in worth OSAP and game are gonna go last. And as I said, you guys are. It's gonna go you guys, and then one of the enemies, then you guys again, and then one of the enemies, and all of that. All right?
Okay.
Actually, no, it isn't. Fuck me. This is a race. It should all.
Yeah, I was
whatever.
gonna say, wow, we're definitely gonna win then. Nice.
Yep, nice. So, Christian, you're at helm. You're the one sort of in charge of this. You are the one who will be able to like go first. I'm gonna explain
Alright.
a couple concepts to you real quick. So you have two kinds of move. You have three kinds of moves, technically speaking.
Yeah.
You have maneuver, impulse, and warp.
And that's under. Wait a second. That is under Helm,
Helm
right?
tasks. Yep.
Yeah.
Warp is disabled. You basically aren't able to use warp, unfortunately, right now, because obviously that would make the race over way too quickly. So you have maneuvering and impulse. Impulse has a power requirement. The Tiniad shuttle, if you go take a look at its character sheet, has a finite amount of power. It is currently boosted because one of the things that the EVI did for you guys was give you 2 extra power before they went.
That's cool.
Yes, it is. You
Where's
also
the piece
have
from
you have a hot rod achievement on top of this, which is if you ever go into a certain what do you call it, phenomena that gives you complication, it can lower that complication down by 1.
Alright, good.
Is that from Horizon?
No, that's from just the natural Tiniad engineering. So, Christian, where do you want to go? You have the first salvo here. Where are you gonna go?
Alright, so first of all, the controls, is it like sticks or is it like an iPad?
You can decide.
Alright,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like a fucking sticks, you know.
All right.
Hell yeah. And the further
Oh,
you
yeah.
push them, the faster you go. And just when you think you're pushing them all the way, if you just have a little bit more heart, you can push them further and go faster.
Yeah. So I'm using like fucking wooden stilts, you know, at my legs.
No,
Anyways,
the feet can just fit you. I mean, the Tiniads are your size. It's probably perfectly suited for you.
I'm sure in those 3 days we fucking at least got a
Bless you.
spare fucking chair for you with some extensions.
Yep.
Horizon
So,
would not sleep if he saw you on stilts. A young little boy like you piloting his ship on stilts.
It'll break his heart.
So, or so anyways, right? So I want to maneuver to the tile to the left.
You can. Can you move the Tinian shuttle? Give me a second.
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can as well.
Wait, just
Alright.
drag it right to the end.
Ha
Oh fuck! You've solved my puzzle. No, all right. Move it where you want it to go. But as you're moving it, you're gonna have to make for me a. Remember, you can move 2 zones if you're traveling at impulse, or you're gonna move at maneuver.
Alright, 1, 2,
Sorry, you can move 3 zones if you're traveling at impulse.
3! We are fucking winning, boys.
All right, you're winning straight away. You're gonna spend 1 power though, so someone note down that you've gone down from 11 to 10 power.
We can note that right
Yeah,
on the
I
ship,
can do
right?
that.
All
I
right.
did it,
on the-
boys.
on the
I
ship.
did it.
All right, all right. I'm letting you. I'm leaving it in charge of. I'm gonna turn to Itchy when I need the information. Nothing against Christian. He needs to get in the zone and race. You know.
Alright,
So
so we
you're,
have 10.
You need to
current
also
power.
make for me a control and con task, and it's going to be assisted by the ship's engines and con, and I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to roll that for you now.
Alright, so come and
I rally him.
Not yet.
Okay.
well, he was calling control, right?
Control and con for you. Yep.
Yeah, and I also have focus.
All right.
What's the dice?
Can I direct him?
2 dice. Complication range 2.
Alright. Let's go, boys.
All right.
Oh,
the ship
yeah.
is going to help you here. All right. You only needed to get a 1 currently to move through this empty area of space. However, you're now moving into micrometeor territory. You have entered sort of an area that may have micrometeors
Music
in it.
changed
So I'm now
perfectly for
going
that.
to play a. I'm going to roll a D4. Do you want it to be odds or evens that something bad happens?
Even.
All right, so you go screaming through this area as fast as you can, and a bunch of micrometeors go missing off of you. I did it when it went. So that was Bragg. Bragg moved you. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to direct him to make us go another.
All right, okay. You want to fucking like the message went out. Everyone fucking went, but you're gonna hit him and you're gonna push him to go even harder. So
Hell
yeah, give me that fucking to
Okay, so
be able to do that.
Okay.
You need to give me a control insight or reason plus. No, sorry. You need to give.
Control command or reason command.
Oh shit. Okay. So. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put. You're now entering a dangerous area. So this is gonna be a 2 difficulty area to move through. You need to get 2 to actually start moving without any bad consequences hitting you.
You're talking to me, right?
Yep, but you're gonna roll, and Itchy's gonna help you using his command. And which skill are you gonna? Which one are you gonna sort of rely on?
Control and command. Or I'm
Control and
sorry.
command.
Can I do reason and command? There's no reason we shouldn't be able to go further. Come on,
yeah,
go further.
yeah, sure. You're trying to give him sort of like little tips of where he can go and what he can do.
You know, if you were going exactly 2.6 degrees to the left right now, you'd be going faster.
All right, so you're gonna do a single dice roll, Itchy,
Okay.
and Bragg, you're gonna do a con control.
What's my complication?
Complication range 3. Now you're entering a dangerous area.
Alright.
Bam.
All right. Okay. All right. So you guys attempt to move through this asteroid field and actually get cock blocked. Instead, give me a second.
Is there any way I could try to save him with power management?
You, where the fuck are you, man?
Unfortunately, not right now. You end up flying directly into a cloud of those small mines I was talking about. Those mines that need to be fucking. They can like latch onto a ship, and they have got your scent, and they're turning now towards you and trying to zoom in on you. Elm, what do you want to do?
I take out my medical tricorder.
You got mines coming for you. They've locked onto your ship. They're trying to come at you.
I'm going to, and I'm going to assume that there's one on here for some reason. I'm going to try to launch a probe and see if they start going after the probe instead. Or if maybe we have flares like a probe for this kind of situation. Oh, fuck.
Hell, no, that's fun idea. So, give for me, for launching this probe, this is going to be a, ooh, this is going to be fun. Give for me, you're trying to draw them away, so there's going to be a science plus, presence roll from you.
Alright, and what's my complication?
Complication range 3 as it is, and I'm going to roll for the ship. It's going to help you with its communications and science.
And I really have
dice.
nothing that would help with this as a focus, so I'm just going to roll.
Alright. Ooh. Okay. You definitely draw the cloud of drones away from you. However, I'm going to let's see.
Your ship
You
blows up,
waste
you die.
2 points of energy. You waste 2 points of power doing this.
Oh,
the launch of
shit.
the yep. The launch of the probe took more from you. than you
Jesus.
could.
Yeah, I'm writing it down in the sheets.
All right. And that's the end of your guys' turns. Everyone took a turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Except for
Okay.
Carotene, but, you know, it's fine.
Carotene, let me check
Well-
real quick what he has as options.
I did a commanding officer task. That counts as my task, right?
Yeah. Yep, he's, Carotene doesn't really do anything this turn.
Alright.
And, the Wandering Cloud goes next. The Wandering Cloud is gonna boost in after you guys and join you here.
Oh shit.
He is thankfully safe because you guys have cleared this sector of any of the mines. Let me see if he suffers from some micrometeoroids though. Even or good? Sorry, even or odds?
Odds.
Odds? Okay, so he gets bashed by a cloud of titanium micrometeorites. He's going to try and attempt to roll to avoid it.
Damn, do you hear this old fucking, mini that got him bling bong notes?
Fucking, this slaps.
It
Yeah.
does,
It's just
it's
been
perfect.
repeating the whole time. It's like a 3-minute
It's
loop.
always at the perfect time, though. It's always at the perfect moment.
It's going to be a crew task roll. Give me 1 second to make sure I got the right crew.
Give me 1 second. Let me just write out the entire crew and their backstories and their positions.
Already done, babe. Already done. So, yeah, this crew task roll. Let's see if he makes any. Oh, okay, he got through. He doesn't take any damage by swerving away from all the micrometeorites. Next up
Darn
is
you.
your boy. Horizon. Horizon comes screaming out. He's sticking to the outer lanes and enters into this field of ionic storm. Is what you probably guess is there.
That's what I guessed.
Yeah, he now needs to see if he can actually get through here without doing any damage
Come on,
to himself.
Horizon. Horizon, you're our boy. I like how our most fierce competitor, we just bought him.
We're no better than Kellogg's.
Yeah, he's ours now. If he wins, we win.
He doesn't get through without taking a hit to his energy. You hear like a noise as he sort of gets through, and Horizon's voice coming through, going, "Oh, that's not good."
So what happens if when the energy power reaches 0?
You are dead in space.
Dead space.
Oh,
Dead
we're not
space.
gonna make it. There's no way in fuck we're gonna make it. This
So,
is such a far distance. We're fucked.
The Emerald Condor comes up, but it's slightly more leisurely, and it only ends up here. It ends up in an open space behind you. The dripping in Worth, however, is going to take good fortune from these two vessels and come in.
Can I also send an holographic middle finger to them?
Oh yeah, you can do that as a fucking open action. Odds or evens, boys?
Evens.
Ooh, they also take some micrometeorites unless they can get out of it using the following.
My God. Will they? Dragon
That's
balls.
the real question, isn't it? Let's see if they've got the ability to. Ooh, okay.
They're dead. They die.
Give me a second. I gotta roll damage for the ship.
If everyone's dead, you all explode.
My entire family is gonna die now.
Okay, if these other ships have a
You hear screaming over the comm from the Ferengi as their entire hull is peppered with micrometeorites as well, and they are not doing very well. Their shields have been sort of very hard buffeted by the damage they just took. And now it's you guys again. Who wants to go first this time?
I really feel like every ship is not gonna make it to the end. If they have the same amount of energy as us, they're not gonna fuck. Maybe, I don't know.
Is there any way to get more energy?
There is, yes. There is a way to regenerate some energy onto your ship, which, if you give me a second, it is, you can manage power at the ops station, which is currently, I believe...
I got you guys, yeah.
Elon-
Don't worry, I was
Elon-
already trying.
Specifically, the internal systems controller can manage power.
It's me.
Okay, so if I generate momentum to use right away, that's what I can gain information or create an opportunity, create advantage or whatever.
Yep.
Okay, well I can also just directly create advantage. Let's see. So what's up ahead of us here, past into the next in that middle sector, the
So-
nuclear.
There's nothing... Oh, that is probably a radiation spike. You'd have to do a detailed scan from the communications area to get an idea of what could happen if you go in there.
Okay, I'm gonna direct Bragg Jr. to.
You've already directed Bragg once already,
can't.
and you can't do it again.
You son of a bitch.
Hell no! Hell no!
I'm in the zone!
Don't
I'm in
talk,
the zone, baby.
Stop telling me what to do. Okay. Oh, may only be used once per scene by each character who has access to it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I also have universal tasks and communication tasks. Let's see.
If anyone has an idea aside from Itchy, you can go as well.
Right, so yeah, or also Elna, what station are you again?
I'm at the internal systems control and the sensor operations control.
He's
Alright.
ops. He's an
I
ops.
mean, I guess while we're waiting, I guess I can make a move and move.
Yeah, right. Where'd you want to go?
All right, so I want to go. How many turns can I go again?
So you can go up to medium, which is medium is 2 squares, and if you spend a power, you can go 3 squares.
All right, so what do you think I should go two or three?
I think 2.
I think we
so
should
don't-
save the power.
Well, I don't know. Elam can get our power back, right?
Well,
we
I
should
can
save our
try and
power.
I can like ready myself to either. I was thinking about readying myself to maybe do some kind of sensor sweep for where we're about to go, but I can ready myself for
Okay.
power management possibly, or I can just try
Yeah,
to
I
fuck
think
with the
that would
power
be-
as we're going.
I think that would be important to save ourselves.
I'm going to try to intercept communications to see if anyone else is talking about what is up ahead here and what to look out for.
Yeah, that's a good use. All right, give me an intercept. Then that's going to be an insight engineering
Insight
test.
engineering. Okay, complication.
Assisted by the ship's communications and security. It will be I'm gonna make it a difficulty 1. I think most people are like streaming things at you guys currently from the station, so you'll be able to pick up a lot of stuff.
Okay, and task roll 1 because it's assisted by the ship, or
No, the ship will assist it. Let me give me a second. Oh yeah, fuck, this isn't the right one. Where's the? There we go. So the ship's communications and security to help you. Task roll 1. Communication range 1. So your ship has made a single success. If you want to roll your insight and engineering right now.
do I have a task roll 1?
Task roll 2.
Okay.
Communication range 1.
Ooh, my god.
Unfortunate.
My
but the
God.
difficulty was 1 only, so don't worry
Yeah,
about
the
it.
ship did it.
You can hear Hubix muttering into his microphone about how the radiation zone up ahead is it requires that internal shields be raised to protect its crew from a hard dose of radiation, or everyone gets a radiation sickness essentially, which is a +1 difficulty modifier. You're vomiting and being sick.
Yeah, yeah.
Boys, we need to raise the shields.
All right, let's make the Elm. I think
Internal
you're
shield.
aware that you can do that, right?
Yep, my coprocessors, my adaptive hollow amplifiers are coming into place, Captain.
Hell
I
yeah.
really have to pee. I'm so sorry.
This fucking pissing son of a bitch.
So if you want to, raise the internal shields?
Yeah, for radiation and whatnot. Regenerate shields, transporters. Well, we're just gonna power shields
no,
essentially, right?
that's in the tactical station.
Oh,
so yeah, no, Carotene says yes, Captain,
Okay, perfect.
and immediately he's going to attempt to raise the shields.
Because I was gonna say, fuck, like I don't see raise them. I can regenerate them, but yeah, it's power management mostly.
And also,
Can someone roll structure and security from the ship, please?
Sure, structure and security.
No successes from Carotene on that roll. Structure security 1 dice. Alright, the shields flicker on and flicker off. They've need an overhaul, something because it's broken.
I'm gonna try to
so-
regenerate these shields.
Alright, okay.
Do you think I can do some sort of minor action? I want to try and contact and deceive the.
What's the
Ferengies.
complication on regenerating these?
Hello.
The complication range will be 2. This is going to cost a single power to do it. It's a control and engineering task with a difficulty of 1, and the ship helps you out.
Right,
So,
removing power.
Yep. Alright, you do it easily, and you also have momentum. So if you want to, you can spend that momentum to gain more power.
Yeah, I would like
or at
to.
least 1 point of power.
I would like to reroute some of the extra power.
I'm keeping track of power and all that in the
Alright.
sheet, by the way.
So you should be 8
Okay.
power right now, and the internal shields are online.
We are at 7
I
power.
bypassed the
Yeah, he's spent
dermatotetraline
one.
transwarp discriminator with a bi-spatular subroutine and an
Hell yeah.
infinite interface. That's literally what
Which
the
means-
technobabble gave me right there.
Christian, you can move now if you want to.
Right, but I want to do a minor action. A little,
Right.
I want to deceive the Ferengies, right?
You want to try and throw them off?
Yes.
Alright. How do you do that?
Alright, yeah, so is this gonna be some sort of main action?
Oh, it will be, because actually you will have to open hailing frequencies to them and try and talk to them over it.
And I can't do that because I already created an advantage, or did I rail it? No, wait, I intercepted. That's what I did.
Yep.
God damn it, alright, so... Fuck.
Carotene, we need you to do something.
You already did something.
He's already done something. He raised
Damn it.
internal shields.
Oh yeah,
Alright,
he
then I
did.
just... Alright, then I'm just gonna move for this
Oh,
round.
actually, we are at power 8, by the way, now. We had a momentum.
Oh, we got one more.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah, then I'll...
You
write-
wanna You want to
Fibrin.
maneuver, or you want to go to impulse, which will cost 1 power?
Fibrin, we
Everything
need
else-
you to do something.
He's safely away.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Christian.
Alright, so should we save the power or should we use it?
Just fucking use it. I mean, we can get more, right?
Alright.
We'll blast right past that, because if we do 2, we'll be stuck in the radiation thing. We'll have to keep our shields up, maybe. So let's just blast right by.
Blah. Alright, so gonna blast us right.
So it's going to be control and con task. It's going to be difficulty 1 this time, as you're getting through. You're sort of like drifting through momentum to get through now.
Wait.
Assisted by the ship's engines and con.
Don't we want to go this way?
Into the radiation, sure. Or so one.
That's why we
two-
raised our internal shields.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Alright, so
Doing that
that's gonna
roll.
be con and control.
Con and control.
And task roll complication 1, right?
Complication range 2 this time.
Right.
All right. Okay, you got success, but you didn't get any bonuses. You didn't get any power, so you're down. You're down at least to 7 now power. I
Okay.
also am going to roll again for something bad to happen. Is this going to be odds or evens? You guys think?
Elm pick.
Odds.
Oh, all right. Give me a second.
He meant odds for something good.
Kristen, can you make for me an invasive action roll? It's
Evasive
the
action.
helm one. Invasive action.
Where the hell is that?
It's in helm. It's the fourth one down.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, I was looking at the sheet right now. Helm, yeah, evasive action. So that's
Helped by the structure plus con. Got 1 success from the ship.
a structure and con. All right.
Nope, it's daring and con for you.
Dear fuck. I'm gonna daring. I'm sorry, guys. And
This is all your fault.
Oh my God.
All right, you guys almost get hit with another shower of titanium micrometeors, and instead
Did we-
you are able to avoid them with the skin of your teeth.
yeah. I did some sort of Ferengi barrel roll.
Yeah, and now it's the other guys behind you. So it's going to be the Wandering Cloud. The Wandering Cloud is going to try and keep up with you. But is going to chicken out when it sees the radiation, and Griffiths decides to go around it.
Ooh, they spent a power to go 3, didn't they? Those fucking idiots.
Yes, they did. Horizon,
Dumbasses.
keeping to the outside, is going to move and join you right here.
Hell yeah. We give him a thumbs up.
The Romulans are going to again sort of leisurely move over here. And the Ferengi are going to try to power through the radiation and join you guys here.
How do they do with the radiation? Damn, they
That's
caught
a
up
very good-
fast.
Question. Let's see.
Everyone has been blasting through their power this whole race. We have to.
Hell
we have
yeah.
to move.
It's
to
a
the other
race!
side.
It's a race!
Absolutely a race.
I thought this is what you wanted! Clank!
So Ozap and Gain are screaming at one another as they enter into the radiation area, just trying to get their internal shields up in time. I'm now going to try and get their roll going. Here we go. Ooh, the shields get up and then immediately fall down again, and they are sickened. They are irradiated inside of their little shuttle, and it's your guys' turn again.
Holy shit.
Huzzah.
Okay. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. Could I? What would I have to actually do something to create an advantage, or is it just something that mystically happens when I use that ability?
It would have to be something that you can actually do to create an advantage for someone else.
What is the fire thing over here?
It is a plasma fire burning in the depths of space.
Can I spray anything at that to put it out?
We don't even have to
Um,
be near it, you know.
Itchy, hold on. I just want to stop
Using
really quick.
create
You
advantage.
got to be more Star Trek. You know what I'm saying? We got to spray something out of our ship that adds propulsion to our systems. You know what I'm saying?
How about
Oh.
instead of you can map out the flames so you know where like there's a tunnel through them.
Okay.
Rather
That's
than
some
spraying
fucking
people them
Riker
out.
shit right there, CJ.
Yeah.
Can I do that with create advantage?
Yeah, you can do that if you want to.
That's some
let me just take a look
Chakotay
at the
shit.
advantage. So, yeah, use one of your control. This is probably going to be reason plus command.
Okay.
This is already a difficulty 2, and you get an advantage if it works.
Holy fuck.
Holy shit! You have 2 momentum. What do you want to spend that momentum on?
Okay.
Focus and cocaine.
Wow, fuck. What can I spend moments? I can do. All I
You
remember
can,
is
if you
gain
want
information.
to, you can spend 2 momentum right now to
Gain
do an
information.
additional task.
Oh, that does sound very good.
Or bank it as energy.
Oh, but we could bank it as 2 energy. Damn.
I think the energy is worth it.
Yeah, I think we'll take the energy.
All right, you get 2 energy, and you have you've basically nullified the fire here.
As we
For
went
us
through
and
the
for
fucking
cubics,
tunnel,
or I mean
we were hitting the
horizon.
right magnetization to actually gain a little speed
Ew.
and repower our engines.
Just for you,
Solar
Horizon
sails.
doesn't know about what you've done.
What do you mean doesn't know about what I've done?
He doesn't know that you've worked out a way to get through the fires.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, all right. You've created an advantage. Elm, do you want to go next, or do you want to go, Christian?
Alright, so I'm sure I can go first.
Yeah, go
That's all for
Christian.
you,
Go,
Al.
go.
All right.
Alright, so we're gonna use one energy to go 3 fucking steps, alright?
Hell yeah, bud.
Buckle up, boys!
Flames.
Which route are you taking?
I wanna
so-
end up. Okay, no, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
Alright, so I am activating the deflector shields to magnetize the plasma surface. Yes. Buckle up,
Hell
boys!
yeah.
Boom. Boom. Vroom. Yeah.
Flip it horizontal just to get it turned more towards the station. There you go. All right, you fucking go through there. Give me a con control check.
On control. Please, please.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let me assist with the ship still. It's gonna be a engines plus con.
Oop, the ship got a -3, so
We die.
All right, so you succeed easily. You get through the fires, you get through the space here, and you don't even have to roll to see if micrometeors come and attack you because you've been piloting so well. As you come up towards this door,
oh shit.
Elm.
I would ready myself for power management, but as we come up to this door thing or what the fuck ever, I'm gonna give out a sensor sweep.
Get your medical.
Carotene actually turns back to you and shouts, Elim,
Yes?
we will have to ram the door.
Ram it!
And he nods and he says, could you scan for a weakness in its surface?
Scanning.
Alright, so this is going to be a scan for weakness. This is a control plus science task of difficulty of 1, assisted with the ship's sensors plus security.
Alright, and, no, I don't have anything that helps with this. No focus.
Alright, yeah, all you needed was 1 success. You have found a weak spot in the ship, and now, your boy, the Tiniad, is going to try and break his way through it.
Brace for impact, fellows.
What?
Oh, actually, he isn't, because it's somebody else who does that. I think he's actually going to try and shoot his way through it. Then he's going to use the C-beam array. It's going to be a control plus security task.
I put on another buckle.
uh, security.
It zooms in on one of the Krail in the back room, and its little eyes widen.
Just bouncing around,
It's
having
holding
fun.
its family.
Oh.
Ooh, he didn't get anything at all. Let's see if the ship helps. Nope. Okay, he lets out a sort of frustrated sigh as a beam of blue energy comes out of your ship and hits the large door, separating space from the inside of the station. And the energy is uselessly dissipated. Dissipated. There we go.
How much
Alright.
energy did you lose?
No. Oh no.
Oh, that was 1 power as well. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Okay, we're down to 6 energy now.
6?
Okay.
Oh yeah, because we spent 3 to move.
So
Wait,
the
we're-
wandering cloud is he's going to move here, here, and then end up in the area behind you. Horizon is going to do some quick thinking himself. Let's see if he can get his way through it. He does. Horizon also finds the hole that you guys left and comes through and
Hell
joins you right behind you. The Romulans, they come here, here, and here.
Oh?
Oh?
They fire a beam of energy that takes out this photon torpedo. And momentarily they hail your ship. Do you answer?
Of course we do.
Yeah.
Rinanov comes onto your screen and says, "Good luck, and we'll see you at the Tiniad Hive." And the ship warps away.
Thanks, have a beautiful time. And I wave.
The Ferengi are now gonna try and work out if they can follow you guys through, and they do not. So they take the long way around. 1, 2, and 3, and join you right here.
How are they
screaming the
keeping
entire
up?
way.
Fuck.
Well,
How?
we're about to determine if they do very well. Give me a odds or evens for the Ferengi.
Oh, Christian.
Alright. I'm gonna pray and say even.
No!
Ooh, they got through. Okay. Alright. Carotene, it's you guys again. You are moving at quite some speed towards a very thick bulkhead. What are you guys gonna do?
Right.
I'm gonna direct Carotene to shoot.
Alright.
Shoot it again. Shoot it harder.
You can't direct him, but he will attempt to shoot anyway.
Oh, okay, okay.
Shoot better!
You better. He's like, I'm already doing it. Fuck you. I'm gonna rally.
We would probably change to some kind of subparticle, whatever fucking beam, instead of the photon torpedo that we tried. Instead of the EDM laser light we pushed at the door for a second.
Okay, he got a single success. Let's see if the ship can help him. It's gonna be a weapons and security task. 1 die. Hell yeah! There is an explosion, and the metal surface of the door is blasted away in a shrapnel cloud. That's not what I wanted to do. Unfortunately, the door has been opened for others as well. All right, who wants to go next?
Get us in there, Christian.
Right. Or so no, I'm gonna do this super cheeky maneuver into the little hole, alright?
Okay.
But so, are we gonna use energy to move three fucking tiles or just two? What do you
We
think?
should always move 3, I think.
All right. Or so then we're done to 5 power then. Or so.
All right, give me a control and con check.
Ooh.
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 Oh.
Say.
Well
Well.
then.
Ooh.
Hey!
Howdy.
Hey! So, you succeeded 2 over. What do you want to do with those momentums? You want to take another turn immediately, right now, as the helmsman?
Yes.
Okay. So move your ship to where it needs to go.
Or so. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Nope. Oh
What?
yeah, no, that's true. All right, so you're gonna go through these advertisements.
Or so you don't. As a free, you have to get an advantage on that, you know.
So wait, what are these? These are advertisements, and what are these?
We might have to do a sweep to find out.
Those are bridges and towers coming out of the walls. So you just went through a bunch of advertisements. Unless someone
what?
can plot you a course, unfortunately you've already done. Well, unless you want to use your other turn right now to plot a course.
I have a turn.
You're gonna have a +3 difficulty on any movement that you do.
Yeah, I mean,
If someone's at communications, they can attempt to signal jam the
I am.
advertisements.
I could
All right.
signal jam it.
Okay.
Yeah, signal jamming. So this is control and engineering.
Does this ship help you?
What? Oh, how does the ship help me?
How does it help? Yeah.
Communications and security. The
All
character
right.
chooses a difficulty of 1, 2, or 3. Why would I choose?
Don't read too much into that right
Okay,
now. Just,
alright. What's the difficulty? What's the complication and test?
the complication is going to be 2. The task is going to be 2.
Say.
Hey! You
can
tear
buy.
down these advertisements for a cloud of like gyrating. Exactly, a cloud of gyrating naked people and like food and fucking like surgery, open heart surgery that's going on, and even like videos recording you guys moving right now are shut down. You guys shut them the fuck down, and
Can I
this
turn them back on
airspace is now empty.
after we leave?
No, you'll currently jam them out entirely.
Thank God for
Damn.
Ad Blocker Plus.
All right, Kristen, you spent 2 momentum on taking another turn immediately. What do you want to do in this turn now?
Alright.
Go again, more spaces, right?
Yeah, or should you use the extra energy to go 3 tiles?
Yeah. I think we're almost at the end.
Yeah.
You're almost right at the end.
Yeah, go
Is it
3.
1, 2.
All right, you have reached the end. However, there's one final bit that you have to do, and that is get to a transporter and get transported down into the VIP section of the arena.
I haven't gone yet, and luckily I can, use transporters here at my fucking eternal
yeah.
system.
Go
Gonna
on,
run over to the
can you
transport.
can you transport these fools?
Hurry up, Al! Hurry the fuck up, please! Oh my god, I'm so suspensed right
We
now.
have to
Hurry the
nominate
fuck
a
up.
single target, though. Is it BJ?
Me.
Oh,
me.
it's you?
Me.
No,
Happy
don't
Bee-
worry too much about that.
Alright.
This is a bit
Don't
more,
worry too much.
like,
Come
open-
on!
Yeah.
Alright.
This is open. We're using the framing of these things to sort of get you an idea of what they do, but don't worry too much about them.
Alright. So, I have no specializations in any of this still, though, so I have no focus. What's my complication?
Complication range is going to be 1, and this is a difficulty of 2. The ship's going to help you with your sensors and engineering.
I think it was this one to teleport.
Hell yeah! You and Bragg and your friend Clank Bunderson transport out of your ship and down into the VIP section of the arena, where you are met with thunderous applause as you guys have completed the race and won the 42nd Vanille Grand Premium.
So this all lasted 40 seconds.
It's the 42nd race to ever have existed. In second place behind you is... Oh, actually,
Is it
let's
the Ferengi? You gotta roll it out. Roll it out.
Let's
Yeah.
roll it out. Okay, assign numbers to the Ferengi. Someone assign a number to a Ferengi. Someone assign a
Ooh.
number to your boy Horizon, and someone assign a number
17.
to Griffix.
6.
Could between 1 and 10.
Between 1 and 10. Uh.
It's fucking 9.
Two.
Jesus, for Hubrix. Give
What?
Hubrix 9. The other one
9
6.
for the Wandering Cloud. 6 for the Ferengi, and what number for Horizon?
3 for Horizon, right?
3
Five.
for
Pretty.
Hey!
Yeah.
Horizon comes in second. All right, give me
Oh.
odds or evens for the Ferengi.
Evens.
It's
No.
Even.
okay, even.
Democracy.
Oh, and
Oh,
Griffiths
shit.
comes in third and coming in last place, humiliated. Excluding, of course, the Romulans who chose to leave the race for some
Yeah.
reason. The Ferengi come down and join you in the VIP lounge.
I give him the finger guns.
People are cheering. The arena is full of people all screaming, watching these this 360 display of the race that just happened. People are amazed that you found somehow some reserves of power and courage to fucking blast your ship in through the difficult hallways of the station itself. And you are stood amongst people who are all coming up and slapping you on the shoulders and shaking your hands and all incredibly proud of you and all sort of beaming with joy.
And I say, I told you, we're the fastest motherfuckers that ever lived.
And Hubix is like, ah, oh, I should have known. I should have known. Yep, you beat my boy, fair and square, fair and square.
Wait, isn't the station currently under martial law?
No, that's over.
No, we raised
Oh.
it for the race. Relax. There's nothing to worry
Get
about.
it, erased it. You're
What?
supposed to laugh now.
Haha, yes! We all nervously laugh because we know that he's somewhat famous and a good dancer.
Yeah.
And a good dancer. We all just awkwardly laugh just because of that.
Just to give him something, just so he doesn't feel bad.
Yeah, come on. Let's. You've got your winning prize, right, Vessa?
Yes, let's go right now.
He slams his fists onto your shoulders and he starts moving you through the crowd.
I feel very safe right now.
You see, nods at you guys in sort of a respectful, semi-formal way, and Ozap and Gain are sulking, obviously, by the over by the bar. They've
Radiator
already got drinks in
growing
their
up.
hands.
Yeah, and
Someone has
also,
come
so,
over to medically help them out before they die.
Yeah, and also, so Bragg doesn't, get fucking trampled lost in the crowd. He holds fucking, Clank's fucking, hip or something.
No, you're walking by, swaggering, sharpening your teeth with your latinum sharpener, and you wink at your cousins.
Yeah.
As someone's handing you a bottle of champagne.
But as you sort of wander through this crowd, basking in the glory of your victory, there is a sudden large crashing noise. And I've described it before, but this sort of bar sits with a double roof, not this area, but sort of further along, sits with a double roof so that you can see Vessa's apartment with its pitch black glass. People are screaming already and running away from it as this huge bit of metal just slides away from the apartment and reveals, standing there stone still,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
a Borg drone.
No! No!
Orc?
God No!
Hubix
Why?
looks confused, looking up, and says, Vesa? And almost immediately, teleporting in all around you are additional Borg drones, filling this room, grabbing people, beginning to convert them forcibly. You hear screams coming from the arena. If you even look, you can see there are hundreds of them all filling out down there as well.
Oh god.
And that's where we'll leave it this week.
No!
Now we're leaving it on a cliffhanger.
No, please, don't, please. I don't want to wait 2
No!
weeks, please.
You're not going to actually
No.
wait for 2 weeks. You're going to have to wait for about 4 of them. Because next time we would usually run is going to be Christmas Day, and I'm not going to fucking do that. The week after that is going to be New Year's Day, so I'm not going to do that. So the 8th of
No.
January is when we're going to come back to
Please,
this game, boys.
please don't.
No,
No.
sorry,
Christian,
sorry.
don't beg. Don't beg, Christian.
Don't beg. Have some self-respect. But,
Come on.
I hope you guys had fun.
I
It
don't
was
celebrate I don't celebrate Christmas, man, please.
This is unfair.
I do, motherfucker.
I don't respect your holiday. Just work for me.
There you go. You won the race. You got through the Vanilla Grand Premio, and Itchy bet all of his money, and currently there's a giant disaster about to boil on
Yeah,
the
I'm so
horizon.
upset. I'm like, I lost all my money even though I won the bet.
You said that shit, and I started grinning immediately, and I'm so glad that I could, like, hide it behind the fucking screen, because I was just like,
Son
oh,
of a
man.
bitch.
Oh,
Son
man.
of a bitch.
I also lost 2
Uh.
fucking slips of Latin because of the bets.
We're gonna. Yeah, I lost, what, 3 bricks?
But I hope the race was actually fun for you guys.
Oh yeah, it was actually fun. I love how we finally got to fucking race day, and she's just like, "Fuck it, I don't even want to race or whatever." And I'm like, "What is this?" Like I was just going like, I wish I could have went a bit more insane, but I was just ready to get it done with.
I was also like, he's not gonna actually follow through on this plan. He's not gonna troll me and him so hard by just being like, yeah, let's not race, let's go do some other shit.
Let's go just storm Vessa's house by force and murder them.
Alright, okay, here's a question. Here's a question for you, because I know that we do these very infrequently, and I want to get this, make sure it's like understood. Do you know why Vessa is a Borg?
No. Not at all.
Elm, can you guess?
No, I honestly can't. Unless she's the Borg queen, alright?
Maybe
Christian, do you
because
have any
it's...
guess?
Well, I guess it has something to do with, Q6 people and the Dakians.
Alright, I'm gonna remind you of a piece of information that might not.
Alright.
So, someone presented Vessa a gift, a new, what was it? A new gladiator. Remember?
Yeah.
It was mentioned offhand. Who
Rail?
presented
No.
that gift?
Oh, that's right, because I was saying I wanted Vessa to be... I don't remember.
Who's not on the station anymore?
Oh, the monkeys?
No.
Monkey people. No,
Ark.
people who left in the race, obviously, right?
Milan! Milan is not in the fucking race.
Romulans.
Oh.
Oh, the Romulans did leave the race for some reason.
Romulans pieced out.
Damn. We could have done the same.
I love how he just said Milan.
Race.
It was de-sketched, man. He's been there from behind the scenes.
He hasn't been here for half of the sessions, but
Mulligan did this to me.
Those sons of
it was
bitches.
remote. Remote did it. Not
Manta
Boomer.
the
Boomer
Keeper,
died.
that fucking hologram that we've got,
Wait.
we've been left on running. He did this to us.
Was the hologram?
Wait, it was the guy who was waiting in that fountain.
I kind of timed this really badly because I was like, what should I do for Halloween? Oh, I know, let's do a Borg fucking episode. And so this entire fucking series of questions
This was
you
meant
guys
for
have been
2 months
doing-
ago.
Yeah, it was meant to be for Halloween. It was meant to culminate in a fucking Halloween swing.
I still love
But
it.
We didn't make
Yeah.
it there in time because we spent 2 hours on the ship too many times.
All right, you guys won the race. That was your mission this time. So put into your log entries your any values that you use this this session. Anything that you feel would be important. I'm gonna just update the mission for you right now. This one's gonna be if you're a
Survive the
fan
Borg.
of Halo Reach.
No.
No. No, I hate it.
It's an L for me.
That should just be an update to your mission now.
What
Yeah,
is it called?
survive.
Survive.
That's a good mission. That's a good mission.
Why do you have to leave it such a fucking cliffhanger right now? You know, I hope you know you're gonna torture me for the rest of fucking December. You know.
Hell yeah.
He's gonna have a whole month of trying to figure out how to
thing I have to look forward to
skateboard.
this only thing I have to look forward to this fucking month is fucking Star Cruiser,
Send
right?
him. We gotta.
And you fucking cockneys like that.
We're gonna have to
What
send
about New
him
Year's?
the link.
You have ruined the rest of 2021 for me,
God,
man.
Don't
it's
get
gonna be
addicted to my
2022.
DMing. You will miss its absence.
God, how is it about to be 2022? That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna send Christian the fucking episode of Below Decks where he just keeps doing the Borg fucking training thing repeatedly.
Oh hell yeah! Kristen's gonna be doing that mentally for
Exactly.
the next fucking 4 weeks.
I saved the Borg babies. I beat the Borg Queen at chess. What more does it want from me?
What?
It's you know.
Uh,
Turn this off.